DFZRadio.com.
Booyah! Welcome.
We are live, and we got some special guests tonight, so it's been lively before the show. A couple laughs.
I'm quite
got started a little late, but you know, it's all worth it. Here on the Plug Gaming, live on DFZRadio.com. Yeah. Rocky comes in with a yeah, making it official.
You know it, gotta get it, trying to do what I do.
Usual suspects, Dutch Master, Free Sampler, OG Death Dealer, Rocky, Too Cocky,
You know it.
the Puppet Master.
I do that, dog.
Okay.
Pops in when he wants
Puppet
because
on
he's
their
got
ass,
it on
dog.
lock.
Okay.
The Puppet Master. A.K.A. the
Rock
Thunder
AKA
Lord.
That's what they called R. Kelly. I mean, I don't know.
What, the Puppet? No, they called him the Pied Piper. That's different.
Is that official?
He's a titan without
Yeah.
trying. He's the Rock. Sorry, I was watching that show today. Have you seen that?
Wait, what?
Dwayne Rock Johnson has a new
okay.
TV show that's like Nickelodeon Guts, but CrossFit. That's just insane. I'm saying Rocky here. He's the titan without trying. The Rock, Puppet Master.
Let's go.
Trying to hype this dude. Come on.
You should have called me the Thunder Lord, though. I thought you were talking about the Rock all this
Now, man,
time.
did you even unlock that gun?
What, the Thunder Lord?
Yeah.
No,
It's
that's
easy as hell to do.
different. I am the Thunder Lord.
Sure.
Rocky hasn't been playing any Destiny 2s, basically.
This is
I
true.
know. That's all I was going for.
Week after week, we talk about the same thing. Rocky not playing. It's the same thing. That's all it is. That's all it is. Cyclical. But I've been playing Destiny 2. I've been getting down on the PC, some mouse and keyboard action.
Nice.
And the experience is like 1,000 times. It's 1,000
You
times
were talking
better.
about how good it looks.
Yeah, and just the visuals alone make the game like 1,000 times better just to play it, just to experience it, and not that Canadian dry hard. Rocky. It was just right in the mic there.
What?
The Canadian dry hard hit. Dude.
Oh, man, it was
Oh.
good, dog.
He's gonna do it again. There.
Delicious.
Delicioso.
There it is, free. Can we get a fucking commercial
Yeah.
on that one? Jesus fuck.
Saint, cap that. We're going to bottle it and sell it.
But no, just like the processing power, the 60 frames, everything. Your eyes just see a clearer image. The explosions like that you literally miss on a console that you don't even recognize, like become like big moments in the game. So
And
like,
I'm playing on like the crappiest TV right now. Like, I
yeah,
don't even
and then
think it's
but that's
really
what all that
1080p.
yeah that
And you were talking about
Okay,
that
that's
like
not good.
no, when I downsized, I got rid of my
alright.
big TV, so
Alright.
like I'll get a new one and it'll be fancy and shit. But my roommate's been playing on his screen and on his computer,
Yeah.
and I didn't even realize how good it looks. I'm gonna have to check him out when
You
he's
gotta
playing
check it
next
out
time.
for sure. It looks great. Also, some Kingdom Hearts. I've been getting some Kingdom Hearts of Rocky over here.
God,
Yeah,
man.
that was the most hype
Lifer.
I've seen you in a while.
This is about to change the game, dog.
Rocky's a lifer. He once
Go on,
he
go
once
on.
almost died. There's 2 games that I know of that has almost killed him, which
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
To even know that there's one.
Yeah.
But Kingdom Hearts was one of those games. I guess.
There's even one.
I guess
yeah.
he went missing for a couple of days.
Yeah, people were looking for me, and I don't know how I pulled it off, but my room was just pitch black, they said, in the daytime. They were like, what the fuck is going on? It's like it's nighttime in here. It's like, my bad.
That was the time you came in here and you put the red dot on your TV.
No, that was Destiny. That's the second game that
sorry,
almost killed him.
sorry.
Yeah, that was fucking... Let's
When
not
we
even
found
get
him,
into that.
he had a red laser pointer, red dot in the center screen of his TV.
It's the only way to do it, dog.
He was
You
wearing
cannot
sunglasses
do it.
and he just had like a laser pointer taped to the frames of those. So in real life, he had the same thing
He's like,
going
"That's-
on.
That just so I got the Better Devils equipped. I'm like, Rocky, you don't use the Better Devils. I do now. With this laser pointer in the center of my screen. I was like, damn,
Oh,
Rocky,
man.
like,
I love it.
It's just
Hey,
the most sweaty thing I've
You know
ever
what? Pokemon Go, I have seen people make frames for
Hey.
phones to give you a better throw.
Hey, I mean, I've hacked the entire phone just to make it think that I was in Santa Monica.
Oh,
for
nice.
the
Well, that's where
afternoon.
all the good ones were. So,
So,
smart.
I mean, making a case is.
That game has stepped its shit up. There
man.
is so much
Hey,
going on in that.
They got a thing that sits on your screen that gives you perfect ball throws now. You just
Yeah.
roll it and press
That's what I was
forward.
saying. Yeah, that's been out. As soon as that hype went up and everyone started buying external batteries for their phones, they also started making those cases.
Genius. I remember, man. You remember
I
when you
guess,
couldn't
I
go
mean, I guess.
anywhere? It was just crowds of people. Like you were. Oh my god! it
Like
was
1
disgusting.
month, the entire world
You'd be in
was
the
in a
movie theater and
fantasy
people would be
land.
catching Pokemon in the movie theater while you're watching the movie.
No, I know. My
It was a
work
good spot.
right next door is like a gym, or not a gym, but a Poke Center.
Okay.
And
I used to
so
live at a
it would
gym.
like, yeah, when it first happened, we were like, what are all these people here going here for? And like, I even had the app downloaded and didn't even know that it was, you know. What I
Yeah.
mean? And then found out, and I was like, oh, because they're all just fucking staring at their phone going like this.
I was like convinced walking
And, yeah,
around,
then I started
anyone
doing it,
using their
so.
phone in public was probably playing that game.
Definitely were
Oh
playing
man,
that game.
it
That's
didn't
just
matter
what
what
it
age they
was.
were, who they
Epidemic.
were. It just like
It was epidemic, man.
yeah, it was beautiful.
And then they like went to had that event and screwed everybody.
Yeah, but they actually like started giving
I know. I
people
just
a bunch
wanted
of
to bring
shit
that
too.
up. I just want to bring it up.
I give props to that game because
I know
it's
that you-
still running. They've like been adding more stuff. You can now battle each other.
Sam's a Pokemon apologist, so I knew he was going to say
I'm a
something. about
Pokemon fan. I've been playing Pokemon Go again in my spare time when I'm out and about.
it. In my spare time when I'm out and about, while I'm driving around, you
No,
know.
you do not use your phone and drive at the same time.
You
People
use
in
your
the
Switch.
world.
You use your Nintendo Switch and
You
drive.
wait till you're stopped at a red light.
You know, it's bigger.
That's
So
mobile
lots
gaming.
more.
No.
That's mobile gaming. This is a
No.
real console. Okay,
Look.
it's different.
Look, Pokemon Go, man. Guess what? You could battle people now. They got more stops and shit. They got shinies. They got like EX
know.
raids. There's so many things.
when did-
And you get your kilometers that you got to count. It now does when you're not having the app open. So it updates.
But I knew about Pokemon, but I don't know what's with these shinies. I don't know about the shinies. When did
There's
this
like
become a thing?
It's always been a thing since the
Oh,
originals.
really?
Yeah. Maybe not in the very first wave, but
Like, when
shinies,
did they
you have like a
start it?
1 in 5,000 chance of each Pokemon type to catch a shiny, and it has a different color set.
Yeah.
If not
I got
in the very first set, then by Black and White, I'd assume they had.
I'd say
shinies.
it's got to be.
But I
by
think
Black
they've been
and
in all
White.
of them.
No.
It's hard to
No.
do when you don't have colors, so that's why I'm wondering if like it was waited until it was on like Game Boy Color.
Yeah, it has to be.
But it is a regular thing in the game, and
Yeah,
they've
now.
been releasing like different Pokemon in phases, which ones start having shinies.
right.
Like I have a shiny Magikarp, and
I
I've
got
just been
shiny
holding on to
ones.
that forever.
I got shiny one.
On Pokemon Go, I deleted that shit a while ago.
I used to
But
have
you're
an
still,
account.
it's still saved.
I'll
It
never
never
download
goes
it
away.
And
again.
now there's
the
like
internet
adding
never
friends.
forgets, Rock.
There's
I'll rub my
trading.
balls on it.
I'm 1,000 points away from level 32.
I need you to pull up my account so I can put
Boom.
my balls on it.
I got-
I'll never play that shit again.
I have an Ivysaur with perfect initial values, Razor Leaf, Solar Beam, and Sludge Bomb.
He's a lifer.
Just shreds.
You want to know what I think about that?
You don't even know because you can't even handle the.
I want to rub my balls on it.
No, because I'm never going to let you touch my phone ever again. I don't think you've ever touched it. I won't let you now. It's going in my pocket.
Oh, my Lord.
Don't worry, man. I'm not going to rub my balls on your phone, man.
Oh, you better not.
I'm not. Don't worry.
Rocky, what about Kingdom Hearts? What
Meanwhile.
have you been playing? Where you at?
Oh, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts. You know that Dream Drop. Wait, what is it called? Dream Drop? The one
Dream Drop?
with Aqua. 'Cause,
Dream Drop Memory?
That's the one I didn't play.
Dream Drop Distance? Something like that.
Yeah, you know, it's 3 different Dream Drops on that fucking disc. So I'm like,
I don't know what it is. I got the thing right
that's the
here.
one with Aqua. There's only one with the bitch on it, you know.
With the britch.
So yeah, I'm running that one right
Oh, my
now. I'm
chain.
trying to beat it before the game come out. So you know, I get it,
There you go.
but I'm loving it.
We are looking at...
It's the bottom one, the middle one. Was that Dream?
Yeah, Dream Drop Distance. That's what I said.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the newer one. Newer of these, I guess you'd say.
Okay, fancy.
No, but I'm
still
on.
have to
I
get on
started
it.
from the beginning. I just did the final mix. I did one final mix. That's the Japanese version. Brought directly over with English.
How many hours would you say to play through all of them?
Well, since I already know, through all of them.
Yeah, for me, who hasn't played any.
Ooh, well.
I'll play the first one.
Well, it's gonna take. Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna be like 12 to 15 hours on each.
Do you think I
on one
could
of
just
them.
jump into the third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, dude, the way that it is, it's so fucking just fragmented and hard to keep track of, anyways. So, like,
It's more like episodic
basically
than
what
a full
you-
story.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's a full story. But
I mean, like
what
one
you
from
achieve,
two from
what
three,
you
they're, like,
achieve,
separate episodes.
yeah,
more
what you
than the
achieve
next
in
chapter.
one,
Mhm.
because of who you are and what that person's doing, ultimately has to start from a story before it, and you don't get introduced to that till after like Kingdom Hearts 2 comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, so yes and no, and you can just like read something that,
Like Fable.
watch something that does it.
Sort of has
It's
to
way
do with
more-
the next one,
Way
but
more
not
connected
much.
than that.
Okay.
Way more than that. A lot more. Yeah.
I'll jump into 3
Just
probably, and then
fragmented.
I'll figure it out.
I guess it just doesn't matter what order you experience them in, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
That makes more sense.
playing them,
it's like a
all
Tarantino movie.
would give you, is the only way you could get all of it. You don't even get all of it from playing the first one when none of the other ones had come out. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't really end there, and then they bring all these other ones. These are from Vita to the 3DS that these other games that came out on. So it's some of them are handheld games.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would love for them on Switch.
Not gonna happen.
I know. Yeah, they discussed it, but not
No.
until it's already out.
No,
and done
maybe
with for the other
three,
consoles.
but 1, 2 will never come out on anything else besides
But
the Sony
imagine
or
this.
PlayStation.
Yeah, 'cause
3
those were PlayStation
Imagine this
exclusives.
future. Just throwing it out there. 3 getting announced to eventually come out for Switch. But what they could probably port faster would be the old ones because they can already be working on it if they wanted.
Man, they need
And
to
that
just
would be when they
do
announce Sora
the
for
one
Smash. I'm
with,
just throwing the story out
They
there
need
for
to
you,
do
Rock.
the one for fucking Nintendo. Mushroom Kingdom Hearts. Dog. They need to just do that.
I
Like
agree
a
with
side
that.
story, just that's it.
Yeah, just a side
That would be
story.
dope. That'd be really dope.
I agree with that.
Slide into their world, leave their seed.
And get out.
Let me ask you something. How
let
does
let the garden grow.
how does
Plant the
Sora
idea.
get into the Disney world?
He was created by them and SquareSoft. He's a mix.
Well, I mean, like
Mickey-
in the story of
In the
it.
story, Mickey is a particular type of warrior.
Keyblade holder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who Sora is like how Kingdom Hearts realm exists. Mute it. It's that one right there. Oh my gosh, he left
Oh,
that in
jeez.
here. Anyways,
Oh,
That-
jokey, joke,
that-
joker. So you
that-
got us, man.
that's how it's a little confusing from my understanding, but that's how like these Kingdom Hearts are made, like the realm itself is made, is that Sora is technically holding this guy's heart in that's from another realm. And he's in this coma state, like comatosis, basically, and he's being healed by being in Sora,
Yeah.
Okay.
in Sora's realm, okay? And that's who these 3 people are that he's with.
Okay.
They represent 3 other people in a different realm. That this realm's
Reminds me of,
called,
like, the Dark
it's called
Tower.
it's called Kingdom Heart realm. That's what it's called. The realm that they're in. And what they're being attacked by Heartless, and that's basically what like initiates the kickoff of like your adventure. But
Okay.
they don't tell you any of that really when you first start. You're
discovering.
just a boy on an island with his buddies that are trying to escape into an adventure,
Okay.
and then you could be attacked.
Now I get what you mean, where it's like confusing and you just sort of fall into it.
When you
man.
first play it, it's not confusing, and then they
That's
introduce
when
the
you
shit
gotta
to you,
play
you're
it
like,
first.
oh my god!
It's about what's happening. It's not
Hey,
about the whole
story
universe
gets
around
wild.
it.
Yeah,
I
But
get
this is
it.
the thing. The story gets wild, but if you play the game, you'll do the little things that
Dude.
makes it make sense.
It's
got
It's so
everything
fucking
you
stupid.
want.
It's these little things
I
that make it
understand.
make sense. And you're like, okay, I get it. But if you just run through the game, you'll be like, what the fuck? It was fun. It looked beautiful, but I don't know.
I'll probably just dive into 3 then and like wander that game.
You definitely
and start
should play
piecing it
1,
together.
bro.
But I ain't gonna do it in time.
You don't have to. You can
See?
get 3, dog.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna jump into 3 first and jump off that because I got a lot going on.
Jump in, jump off,
Red Dead.
jump out.
That's what I've been playing.
No, I respect that.
RDO keeps getting more updates. They just added like a really weird version of Fortnite mode. So 32 players, last one standing. You start with nothing, and you have to like. It's not a moving circle.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
are
like
you
jump
slow
into
as
the map.
hell? I cannot stand the mechanics of that game to actually like think about really getting into a fucking real squabble with somebody.
It gets intense, man.
You're just like,
There's this weird thing where like everybody's
like
into the
moving.
varmint rifle. It does really low damage, but headshots just destroy, and it's like high range, high accuracy. But it's really just for
and you
hunting
get
rabbits.
Deadeye as you build up.
So Deadeye is like they have ability cards that you unlock as you rank up,
Yeah.
and Deadeye focuses around ability cards.
Yeah.
So one of them is the standard
So
Deadeye you know
that-
from the
so
story, where you
that-
get to
okay,
paint
so-
the targets and shoot things.
So that goes through to what you carry out in the online world goes with you into that realm. They don't strip that of you as well.
So well, you have the online realm is a new character, a
Yeah.
new story,
No,
your
yeah,
own
I know.
story.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you.
So like when you go into the battle royale, you get that the build that you've been making.
The only thing you don't have is anything in your wheel, like your.
So you have
you don't
all
have
your
a
attributes.
knife. None of
you
your
have
weapons.
all your
you have.
attributes that you
You
built
have
out.
all your attributes.
Okay.
You have
So it can be
your
a little
items.
cheesy.
So like if you have miracle tonics and shit like that. that
Okay,
gives
so it can
you-
be a little cheesy.
You can have that stuff. Well, you can also pick it up in there, but yeah, you prepare. The idea is that you stock up on things. They even let you buy stuff when
Okay.
you're waiting between rounds.
Okay.
But you can use your items. So that's the thing. Yeah, like food and your tonics and all that shit that'll
Okay.
help you. That'll like give you stronger health right away
right.
and everything. That's really important because this game is also about you can dive. I just learned when you
Okay.
aim and then you press like circle, you'll dive onto the ground and people like dodge your bullets and shit with that.
Right.
But okay, so this mode, you just have one circle. Everyone's scattered around the ring of it with nothing, and you run towards the middle.
All right.
And then like as you go in, there's better stuff.
Okay.
You can find horses and knives on the outside. You get all the shotguns when you get towards the middle.
Nice. Seems interesting.
It's pretty good, except it's a little wonky right now. They definitely need to do updates. They do
Yeah.
have a team mode though.
Yeah, the whole online experience is a little wonky.
Yeah.
But that's what they clearly state that.
It's a beta.
But it's
Still.
super cool that they're doing that, and they're already implementing like the shit that made Grand Theft Auto so good.
It's too many
Yeah.
restrictions online though too, dog.
They've been trying to make it
Everybody
better.
keeps saying it's too
Like,
many restrictions.
it's just
like,
a slow scale.
I'm trying to be a thug life like cowboy. Like if I'm gonna be a cowboy dog, I don't want no restrictions.
What do you? What's the restriction?
Like I can't pistol whoop you.
Yeah, you
like,
can.
You cannot.
Yes, you can.
can
If you are
pistol whip
holding a
people.
gun and someone comes up to tackle you, you can hit them with the gun and then shoot them in the face.
But no, you can't just beat their ass to death, can you?
Yes, you can.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll buy it
All the
then.
full brawling,
I'll
like
definitely buy this.
dog.
tomorrow.
I've watched
can
people
just
will
kill
stream.
or
They'll get like
shoot or
everyone in a
whatever you
server.
But see, that's the thing. Everybody keeps saying like you can't do like cowboy shit. Like,
Yeah, you
I
can.
feel like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto on a horse.
Here's the thing, Rocky. You can.
I mean, you
it's
are
about the people
in
on your
country.
server as well. But some people will get like they'll
In the
stream
country.
32 people on a server all getting together on like a rooftop in Saint Denis, and have just like straight fist brawling matches. That's what they do. Like it's you can
See,
get people
I'll
to
be up
do
there
whatever you
stealing
want.
pelts like.
You can.
I'd paint all these niggas up. All
so
them
they
pelts mine. Trade
You
them
can
in.
do that, or they have modes that are just straight competition modes. So like mini games that are like that, and that's how you earn
Oh,
like
yeah. See,
experience.
now that I
That's
know
like Grand Theft
motherfuckers
And if
are
you-
stupid on there, I'm
if you're playing those
definitely getting
modes
it.
and you're getting top 3 in any of them, then you are banking good XP. You're banking money that way too. So it's a way to make money.
Amen.
But still, the best way to make money is hunting and fishing.
Or you could just wait till fucking idiots get on the roof and have a fight brawl and rob them.
Oh, that's the thing. You can't rob people.
A fight,
If you kill their horse, you get charged. You can't
See, what is
rob
up with
players.
that?
You
gonna
can't rob
tr-
players.
I can't rob the players, but I'm a cowboy. Come on,
I mean,
cuz.
they're adding shit. Maybe they'll add a way to
on,
do
dog.
that.
The
But
restrict-
Rocky's not impressed.
yeah, see,
he
you
just
lost
wants
me.
to look for reasons to hate, though.
No, it's not even. I'm not trying to hate this game. I want the game,
I mean,
but
if you have hate in your heart, let it
I
out,
need
brother.
the
Do you
thug
have the
life to
game?
crack off, dog.
Do you have the game?
No.
Then don't play it ever. You don't have to.
Okay, Sam. Okay.
Don't
Don't worry.
fucking play.
You know, I'm just
game.
trying
Just
to,
get off.
trying to get my like views on this shit.
No,
and
that's fair.
Sam want to
One
be a hater
doesn't
over
simply
here.
talk shit about
And-
the game and then play it.
I mean, it did get a shitload of awards for a reason.
Like
Like
the half-ass
No.
Cowboy Game Award,
For the world,
the
for
the Pussy Boy Award. You know,
Pussy boy,
Okay,
pussy,
okay.
pussy boy.
I need
I
to
mean,
get out here.
hey, that's
dog.
still an award, isn't it?
You know what? Honestly, I just had a conversation about what you just did right there. That's how America is right now. You get a third place award, a fourth place
Let's not
award.
get on the American
Anything,
topic.
anything is an
Do we have
award.
a caller? Is that what he's doing, or is he just being an idiot over there?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. He's sounding.
I
He's
see all
getting-
these hand
sounding
signals
down
in
the
my-
sound.
He's
man.
probably
riffs.
partying in there.
Probably.
Good. It's good. It's a party, man.
He's ready to start.
Or maybe Tyler's the real
Dominating in this
puppet
game.
bastard. I'm saying, oh, no, play.
I just made Brawler Tyler now in Smash, so now he's a fighter.
That's what's up.
He throws a shot put.
There's a shot put.
Yep. And there's like so you can get pretty into making Miis in this game, which is dope. And I think they're going to be really competitive too.
I mean,
some
the
of the
Mii's
builds-
is pretty raw already, dog. They
Right?
tripped me out.
And they made them a lot better. And they made like there's all the special moves you can adjust for each one, and then there's like the gunner, the swordman, and the brawler. And you can make a whole grapple class for the brawler. So suplex moves and a counter that's also a throw.
Oh,
Pretty
so
dope.
wait, you can change
Throw
the moves up? They
counters.
give you a list of moves?
You get 3 options for each special move.
Oh,
And
God.
so you can pick different ones and you can make different builds.
I definitely got to make me a little
And you can make
Mii
any
guy.
me. So like Tyler can now beat
Call
some
him
ass in
Super
Super
Cub.
Smash Brothers. I'm gonna save this
Just
character.
make him an all blue and be like, hey, cuz, let's run it. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be all hands.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, they got a gun, too, though. That's right. Never
That was
mind.
Yeah, you can make a
Mario
gunner
hat.
mode. Yeah, I didn't. This is
He's
the best
getting
hat I
me-
could find.
He's got a Mirio hat.
I could give him a Wario one, but what are Dodgers? Blue and white? I ain't got a white hat.
Yeah, I was trying to put your team on there, too. Wow.
See? Look at that. Sam
Well-
notices. Boom. He's an idiot. Are you trying to offer me this? Because, like, I don't have money.
Oh, my God. It begins.
Oh, anyways. Hey, y'all.
Oh, shit. Okay, we're having fun tonight.
Those are the games I'm playing.
We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back, talk a little bit of gaming news. We have news in the world of crossplay.
Yeah.
Right after these songs
breaking out.
on DFCRadio.com.
Hey, is that my paper right there?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, thanks a
This
lot,
guy
guys.
just asking for his paper. We're on break. This is our first break.
Whatever, dog.
We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on Activist, big go to Sprite, nigga. Man, I'm blowing on Texaco, this shit can't.
My mama always used to tell me, you can't find something to live for, you best find something to die.
Riding down the west coast, candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby, the Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans, get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens, got your eyes low, lower than the ocean, just west coasting through the coast, with the potion, and the best dro to smoke, the baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie.
about the loot cheap. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family of cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1.
What else can I say? California A, in the county of LA. Just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pop? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It was another summer night and about to get the dipping. California A got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we filming a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buying by the cases and we spinning big faces.
We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on Activist, big go to Sprite, nigga. And I'm blowing on Texaco, this shit came on a flight, nigga. And I'm so professional, tailor-made, precise, nigga. And I told my lad bitch that I love her, but I ain't gon' fight with you. Ain't way too much money on my mind, these dead white people. Nigga, how to lay the blood, I'ma lead a height, nigga. Cushion authentic, they pathetic, but I ain't white, nigga. I heard you like the credit, you ain't rockin' real right, nigga. No. But jumped out the chain game with a lot of pain. I just want a bad nigga for the fame. Yeah, that big baby, she for the game. Stack a star, gotta maintain. Play the smart nigga from the start, going hard like this is my leg game. Yeah, bitch, I am LeBron Wade. Chopper, give your ass a blunt fade. Ooh, for everything I do it for my family. It done before this summer till they take my breath away. And I'm posted on that corner till I see a better day. My young nigga pull on, they pull up and eat your face. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on.
The Thunderlord. And friends. All righty.
Environment without change.
All right,
In a time.
crossplay.
Okay, whatever,
We're
man.
here.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just-
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
sorry.
whoa, fuck that.
I
Why
was
would you
gonna
cut that off? I
I
want to hear
was
where that
gonna
was
go.
going.
I was gonna go, man.
It's
All
not
right,
too late.
go.
Let's rewind this.
I don't know.
Rewind.
I don't know.
The
I'm not.
Thunderlord.
I was going in an environment without change.
We got a call.
In
do we,
time,
or is
it
that him?
stays the same.
It says we got a call.
Man.
see.
Who's
got?
it is.
Hey. Hello?
It's just you.
Hey, guy.
Hey, I want to know what's the best commercial fertilizer to fertilize about 1,000 square feet.
Cow shit.
You called the wrong show, my good sir.
I think grow more, right? The blue bag.
The blue bag group,
Okay,
yeah,
bag.
white and blue bag grow more. It's like a 20-10-10 or something like that, or 30-50-50 or something like that.
All right. Now, what about liquid micro? I
Liquid
need the plug on that.
liquid
Shit
micro.
costs a lot.
Liquid micro?
Yeah.
No, we got
We need the
liquid.
Mammoth sponsorship. Can you work something in there?
Nope. We don't have a Mammoth sponsorship. But you need the blue and white bag. Grow more blue and white bag for sure.
The what? Grow more?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling in. Heavy T will hook you up on Wednesday. Call and talk to Mark.
That's all I need is some grow more, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark's got it.
Uh,
All right, for sure.
Tu hermano. I don't know what that was.
I think that guy had one too many beers and he's 2 days early. That's the Heavy T Grow show that call was for on Wednesday nights. Same time, though. He was almost there. But I guess that's just part of the industry. Comes with the industry, huh? Fucking stoners. 48 hours early. That's a new one, though. It's
Hey.
early.
He's ready to win, though.
No, but that was good shit, though.
That's
Way
all
to
I
just
need, huh?
take it up.
But we
Way to
do
switch gears
It-
like a
it's
champ.
not unusual. We do. They do have Heavy T Grow show here on DFZ Network, the flagship show, Wednesday nights, and they will help you grow whatever you want. And they got tons of sponsors, and they can get you hooked up with free gear every Wednesday, but just not here, not tonight. We do gaming.
Set your alarm.
Games, weed, and hoes originally was what this show was supposed to be
It was
about.
really going to be about.
Remember how you
And
thought
then-
I derailed it?
Yeah, Sam. Somehow we got Sam.
It was supposed to be Game Weeds and O's, and now Sam. You got the plug.
That's how it happened. That
you
was the
thought
story.
I derailed it, and then
That was the story. That's how it went. But anyways, what were we getting into before that? What were we talking about?
we were
Stripper.
Crossplay.
to-
Oh, we were going to talk about the Thunderlord.
You were telling us all about the Thunder.
But let's talk about crossplay. Rocket League enters
Right.
the crossplay realm. That means you can play on any console or PC and match make against anybody online.
Just like another thing that Fortnite really oddly set the
That
tone
they really
for.
fucking
How?
just battery ram the fucking led the charge.
yeah.
And who knows what other games we're gonna get?
Now-
but it seems like it's.
Do we know what consoles on the crossplay? I didn't hear exactly which ones.
I just said it. Did you not?
I missed that.
You didn't read the article, and then you. No, I'm just kidding. But it's all consoles. It's all consoles. It's all consoles. So Xbox, PlayStation,
Okay,
Switch,
Okay.
and then of course it's on Steam on the PC. So then PC. And how this one works is that it doesn't matter if you're matched up with somebody, or paired with somebody in a different platform than the other. No matter what, if you're on online and you're matchmaking,
It'll put your
you
dynamite.
were going to potentially play somebody on another console or another platform,
That's pretty tight, though.
no matter what.
Awesome. Thank you for explaining that.
Hey, did you
Oh, hey,
guys-
you're welcome.
Sometimes.
There's,
Sometimes I just gotta be told.
They got fucking Battleship on cell phones now, so you guys should download it so we can play. It's
Battleship?
legit as fuck.
And now, he
Like
says
the
it
board
now
game?
like it's been there for years.
I've never played it on there. I didn't know. It said new above it, motherfucker. It had a gold star. Was like new. I was like, ooh. But it's so good.
Oh, they
It's
got
so
you.
good.
It's good. Is it or is
You're
it
playing
the
against your
exact same
buddies, or you're
battleship?
just playing against random people?
Only person I'm playing against right now is Bobby, and Bobby's been winning. That motherfucker's really good.
You gotta get good at Battleship.
Yeah, I'm getting there though. I'm getting there.
It's okay. I do.
Battleship's not something it's hard.
When I download those games, it's either chess or
be
Scrabble.
good.
Honestly,
games.
dog, it's because the way the ships like are like shaped now. Now they have different size ones, so you could
Wait,
you
they've
could
always
get,
had different size ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's like they have the side part. Like it'll be like it'll be like two ships in one. One will be like long here, but it connects to another small piece. So you could blow that all up. But if you don't get this piece or the piece on the opposite side, yeah.
Are you describing
Battleship.
What?
It just sounded like you explained the same game. I'm confused. What's
All the
different.
battleships I ever played, they were just like straight ass ships.
Some of them,
They
but
didn't have no extra out shit like that.
oh,
What
like
are you
at
talking about?
angles? You
Yeah,
mean?
they have different
That's-
angles.
Like it has an L? Like your ship's an L?
It's because there's
The
a
fuck boat
separate,
is
like it'll be like a docking bay or some shit too, and you got to blow the whole thing up to get it or something. It's weird.
Did
So you
what
can
this
put like a
guy's talking
docking bay.
about?
Yo,
in the
it's
middle of the water?
digital. You guys are acting like you're playing the fucking board game. It's a digital game,
No,
man.
but you just never said it turned. You just said they're different pieces.
So this
and
is
they're
what
different
it is.
sizes.
All right, this is how we're gonna do this.
I'm
This is how
just,
we're gonna
I
do
just
this.
gotta hear it out.
I'm no longer inviting you guys to this game.
Well, I was gonna say we should
Okay.
play Battleship here, the real
all
one.
it is.
We'll get it. We'll
It
settle
was an
this,
invite. I
settle
wanted to
this.
play with you guys, but I don't anymore. I'd rather play with this.
Well, here's Sam. I mean, your idea is even worse to actually play real Battleship because
I
that
know.
game is just a joke.
Battleship is a joke.
Because it's like geometrically.
Oh my God! Yeah, how hard is Battleship?
It's
Battleship
whoever can
is
guess
fun.
fire first.
Rocky, you're explaining
You
to
guys
us the
didn't
reason
like-
why they have the outliers and the other ships.
They
is because
had a
it's so
movie,
easy that they have to make
Battleship.
it unreal ships be ships. Like
Yeah, I agree.
that's why they made
But
those
it's still
things.
fun. You guys didn't like Battleship?
The movie?
When we were
Oh my
kids, and
God.
and when you were a
Haven't you
kid,
seen it?
and the board was 6 or 8 times the size of your hand, yeah, Battleship was fun. Okay, but as soon as your hand became the size of the entire board, it's
I am
not
no
fun.
longer inviting
Yeah,
you guys to this
G5,
game.
it's,
I
it's
think-
fucking 8 letters and 8 fucking numbers, dude.
You've been released.
I like how much you broke that
From
You
game.
guys
the
want to
invite.
play fucking
Guess who?
Connect 4?
You guys don't like Connect Four, dog?
Come on, you don't go to the bar.
But
and
how?
play Jenga?
That's like challenging you to take
Jenga, Connect Four, Battleship. Fuck you guys. That is
Jenga's another round.
Jenga's a whole nother
Jenga
thing.
is as
Jenga,
competitive
what do you-
as
yeah,
those
what do
games
you-
get.
Those other games aren't even competitive. Tic-tac-toe's competitive.
So you don't like checkers
No.
either, is what you're saying?
You just come on.
No,
you can
man.
Connect 4 checkers. Connect 4 checkers. Stop.
You guys are fucking insane right now.
I like
you
that
guys
we're-
don't like these
that-
games.
I like
fucking
that we're.
You guys
hitting
don't
it.
I
like
didn't say
this
that
game.
we don't like
Milton
them, but it's
Bradley
just, it's not
era
something I'm gonna
argument
go
right now.
competitively like get into playing somebody and be like, ooh, like let's get down on Battleship right now.
Well, when you start losing, you will.
Rocky, you will not beat me in Jet Battleship.
Well,
you just
then
told me you
download
lost
it.
to Bobby.
Then
Rocco
download
told
it.
me.
Socko
Then
lost
download it,
robots.
dog.
You told me you
Then
lost to somebody who we
download
both
it.
know.
Shoots and
Bobby
ladders.
plays, dog.
Who plays
That's
it?
the game he plays.
I don't
dog.
have to play, dog. That's what I'm telling you.
Then
It can't be
download
made.
it and then talk shit.
Okay, I'll
dog.
download it. I'll download it, and we'll come back. We will revisit this, and we'll talk about it.
Is this?
And we'll
is
see what
this,
happens.
Is this a thing that we can have Dutch versus Rocky showing down?
Sure.
How long does he need to train?
I've
Can we do
never,
this next
I've,
week?
I've never turned down a challenge.
All
I've
right,
never
all right.
turned down a
Let's
challenge.
do this next week. I want you
Never
two to
turned
battle
Why do
each
you have
other.
to wait a week? You can
I'll
download
battle
it
him tomorrow.
Because you gotta let it. See, he said he'll download it tomorrow.
Oh,
Give him, let him set the game up. We got to figure out how to connect you guys.
Battleship.
Which one
Dude,
is it? that
remember
you get?
how Yu-Gi-Oh went?
Send me the picture of the one you get.
It's
We
the
still
Fleet one.
haven't
It's
played
called,
it.
Fleet Battle.
Fleet Battle. Okay.
I thought it was called Battleship.
It's Battleship Fleet Battle.
Battleship Fleet.
That's
Fleet
why
Battle.
it's new. Because this one's got the dot.
I said it's fucking. I said it's
I'm
like
sorry,
I'm
I'm
fucking.
just shitting on your game.
I mean, it's not shitting on my game. I didn't make it. I just like it. Just like you like that shitty ass Yu-Gi-Oh
Pokemon Go.
game.
I
I said
love
it's
it.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, I did love the
Gamecast.
shit out
I
of
said I
it.
got Gamecast.
But I'm just saying, man.
But
See,
can
yeah,
you
there
crossplay
go.
on the
That's
Xbox
right.
with
Battle
Battleship?
Crib, dog. See? Tyler know what I'm talking about.
What
That's
is it
right,
called?
T.
You know what you need to get
That's why I
then?
fucks with
On
you.
the phone, they got Risk.
Risk?
Risk.
See, Rocky, that's the game that Rocky won't like to play.
I used to get drunk with my friends and play Risk like for hours.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's
See,
so
he
much
doesn't
fun.
like that game.
You just sit around and be like, all right, I'm
Rocky
gonna
needs to
battle
play
your
Connect
ass for
4.
this country, and you have dice battles.
Rocky needs to play Connect 4, but you
Oh,
get
man.
Risk in there. He said no.
We-
That's it. Trash.
Dog, we had like
That
friends
shit
that
was
would we would
trash,
do like
dog.
cigar and whiskey nights,
All
and we would
fucking
just get
nerds
like
played Risk.
talk shit and play Risk, man. It's
Those are the best kind of board games, though. Connect 4 is like a joke. That's what I mean. Like
Connect 4 is a joke. You
Yeah.
are fucking insane. Oh my god.
Connect 4 is a joke.
I hope you guys fucking have fun in this.
It's fun. It's
butt
a joke.
plug
though.
game.
Yeah, I mean, don't
Shoot.
get me
It's
wrong.
not that he hates
Don't
it.
get me wrong.
It's
I'll
just
play
that,
Connect
like,
4 with my kids.
You want to play a game that you're gonna like.
Okay, yeah.
The joke that Monopoly always turns into a fight. Like you want to play the game that you are competing.
Line is 4 points.
Risk and
Candyland.
Connect 4 are
And
different
Candyland.
worlds.
And Candyland.
I don't play Candyland, but
Monopoly.
You don't play any of the good games. That's what you're saying.
Have you
don't know,
ever
man.
finished a game of Mousetrap? I haven't.
what the fuck is mouse?
Do you even know what that
I
is?
used to just build the things.
Right,
I
and
used
you
to
just
just
be
build
like-
them, and then we never played.
Yeah, let's make the machine happen. That was it.
That's so fucking. Nah, I don't. I played
Don't
the
wake
fun
dad.
ones.
You remember that one?
So did we. We're just talking about right now. I wouldn't play them.
Oh,
I played every.
you didn't like
goddamn one.
Sorry? How about Sorry, dog?
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
played
yeah.
Sorry.
All
Come
right.
on.
How about Trouble?
Trouble? Yeah, I played Trouble.
Oh man, that one is.
All right, good. There we go.
I like
Found some
board-
common
I like
ground
board
there.
games,
We found some
all right?
common ground there, guys.
The only reason why I didn't play
Check it
Risk
out.
because there was one kid that I went to school with who played it, and he was a douchebag.
Yeah, well,
and
you do
everybody
need
called
5
him
people.
Princess
It would be
Pussy
boring as fuck with 2.
Pushkin. I don't know.
It's there's some
Pussy
games that are more
Pushkin.
fun, like when you're like an adult
Pussy Pushkin.
and you're getting drunk and having
What
fun
is-
and
what is-
socializing while you play this game. Ignore that screen. It's dumb shit. That's
Actually,
all.
that,
Oh my
that screen is
God.
ridiculous. It is funny.
What does it
And
say?
because of the way you guys
What
are
does it
talking
say?
to me, it's right on the money.
What does it say?
I know he's just reacting.
it
He's
say?
listening.
It's just talking shit.
All right,
does it
well,
say?
you just be him now.
Oh,
Let's just see. Give us a little.
He
sliver.
said you could
How many of those
risk
lines
getting
are-
AIDS.
I was just gonna say, how many of those lines are Sam is gay? Because that's all he's got.
There's 2 of those.
Only
two
2?
of those.
I was guessing that was half that board.
Well, this one could be Sam likes like butts.
That would-
that could technically.
I mean,
This is our new. This
if
is
we're
our
gonna get
new,
into lady butts, then yeah. But
this is our new
we've
screener.
talked that before.
This is our new screener for our other shows.
the screen king right now,
He's
baby.
just learning how to
Oh, yeah.
take calls here, and he's relaying messages to inside the studio from the screening room, and he's bless us with something that you haven't already.
bored ass
Get-
Sam's mama.
Oh yeah.
Is
sorry.
there anything
He's
that's
taking
edgy?
a leg into my
Is
mom.
there anything a little bit more edgy?
Sam 187. On an undercover cop.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
man. You're not supposed to find that out for like 6 more months.
terrible joke, man.
He liked it. There it is.
Oh, and,
Sandman on
and,
on.
and nice hat, Sam.
Call in, give him the number.
That was from Tyler. Huh?
Yeah. Hey, don't forget to
Oh,
call in
beautiful.
people 562-653-0707.
Don't.
And then I'll make sure you
If
know.
you call in,
Accepting all
tread
challenges.
lightly.
Unless you want to talk to the Thunderlord, baby. Then you can say whatever you want.
Like I said,
Oh, man.
accepting all.
Okay, so
Challenge.
this little bit of news I really like. Activision, Bungie, no longer in a relationship. They have separated for sure.
Divorce
Already
papers
in-
are official.
Already in the process. It's
They
done.
just got to sign.
Who they get pregnant?
Nobody.
Just
They quit having babies. They had 2 of them, and now they don't
Our
have
Destiny
now
the
they're-
game.
also
They
they
just-
didn't, they didn't
them in the
separate or
subreddit,
anything
they're having
to
an
do
affair.
to go anywhere else. Or just
They're just Bungie.
It's just Bungie.
oh straight up.
Yeah.
What?
They own all the rights to Destiny franchise.
So what do you think is going to happen from here?
We're gonna get a fucking unadulterated, pure form of this fucking game that we've been playing for
I was throwing
the
this,
last year or so.
this rough idea out there. I like it. I hope they do this into the story because like we've all discussed, they want to make it Destiny 3 is supposed to be like a more MMO, so it needs to be wider.
For hardcore gamers and more RPG elements.
Realistically, they need to compete with Warframe on that element.
Fuck
in terms of
Warframe.
MMO.
Warframe's trash.
But Warframe has that size.
But it's
That's
trash.
all I mean. Is like the size, the places to go, the different things to do. They actually have more
I didn't like it.
Warframe 2.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't like
It's-
Warframe.
well, it's not
That
nearly as pretty or
little
as smooth
board
as
thing was
Destiny,
pretty
though.
tight.
What did he? Okay, well, he was happy about this one. Let's hear it. I gotta
Sam
hear
loves
this.
R. Kelly.
Oh my gosh! Oh, he hit
Hit him with a booyah. dog. Like facts.
Fuck
That's dumb. That's dumb. But yeah. So I don't know. They'll be able to have more control over their game, the way it's marketed,
Yeah.
the way that microtransactions happen, maybe even eliminating microtransactions.
I guess more what I knew with Warframe is just that you have the openness. It doesn't feel like you're very directed to where you're going. You have a lot of what you want to do. And I'm not saying I don't like Warframe as much as I like Destiny. I'm just pointing that element that makes it more MMO.
I like the little boards they got. That shit is tight.
Yeah, and how many places to go and all of that like world to zoom in. I want that in Destiny. I would love if they did that by having the Vanguard fall and you're wandering guardians.
But think about this shit too.
I'm just saying that'd be dope.
But think about in that game, it has that shit. But when you go to those locations, it kind of still feels the same.
That's
you get
fair,
like
yeah.
you got like 4 locations that are just
but
like
that's,
spread
but
out.
that's where they don't have the money for development.
I'm only
where,
taking
like,
one
Bungie
element
will.
from Warframe
Yeah.
that needs to transition.
And honestly,
I'm saying the
I feel
MMO
like
aspect.
Warframe and Bungie need to like get
size
together
of that.
and
That never happened.
I mean,
I
like,
think so. I
you
think
see
they
what
should.
happened in
the people
No
that make
Man's Sky.
Warframe make way more money than the people at Bungie.
I'm just
so?
saying, like, you
They're
see
much
what happened in No
smaller
Man's
developed.
Sky.
They're much smaller
You don't want to
studios.
avoid
But
that
it's a free
completely.
fucking game though.
But the idea of No Man's Sky
but people
is
spend a lot of money
this
inside that for
expansive
that
universe.
reason.
Do they? Can you buy shit in that game?
Absolutely.
Oh, the microtransactions.
How do you think free games exist? They literally give you the game free and then just expect that you'll spend $1 or $2.
True.
Okay. So
They won't get $1 from me though.
If I can get but you still dedicate your enough time,
And someone
then
else
you
is spending
contribute-
$1,000.
and you contribute to the player base, which then tells somebody else, hey, these people are still playing, whether you spend $1 or not.
But if they average $5
So-
a person, they did it.
Okay, exactly. So like they have like 10 million downloads, right? Let's say 1 million of those people, which is not a lot to their 10, spend $1 or
True.
spend 50 cents. And then you now only have 10 people to send that money to instead of an entire development studio.
True.
So, and then for Bungie's sake, they had to split that money with Activision because, they had to pay their publisher and then probably pay back an initial investment that they gave to them in 2013 when they started making Destiny games.
And for a lot of these games where they're developing them over time too, it's like you have a rolling currency. You're getting paid over time as opposed to like
There's
here's this
markers.
much to make that happen.
Yeah.
You're generally
There's markers.
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't hit this marker, you guys don't get paid this much. Da-da-da-da-da. If you do hit this marker, you get bonus, da-da-da.
But in general
Well, that's what
game
happened.
development, it's like money is always coming through the funnel when you have this form, as opposed to like here it is up front, make it happen. 'Cause
Well, that's what
the
happened,
big issue
though.
in gaming.
Bungie
Just
sold
for
a
game
certain
development.
amount of units that allowed them to start working on a project early.
Mhm.
They initially secured their intellectual property.
Do you think they're gonna kill Destiny off?
No.
they're gonna
This is
do-
their move to build Destiny up. They intentionally they learned from Halo. Okay, to never share your IP with your publisher.
Okay.
Their publisher was Microsoft at that time. So what did Microsoft do when they won the battle because they have more money, legal battle to get the IP? What did they do? They brought in 393 Studios and make Halo 5, Halo whatever.
Halo bullshit.
Games no longer played anymore. Bottom line.
Oh, I miss Reach. That was
Bungie,
the last best one. To me.
makes
Yeah,
their
Reach is
move.
pretty good.
Dude, that
groups with
prequel setup,
Activision,
so
so-
good. Sorry.
That's their story, but that's how they did it. Now they're breaking free of that, and now they're doing what they ultimately planned on doing from the very beginning of their game when they made Halo. And that's to be, a self-sufficient.
The Activision
Game
plan
development
is
studio.
how many people can you sell it to, and the Destiny plan is how do we keep our community running as our community because it'll become self-feeding.
It already is,
difference.
yeah.
That's the difference of those two developers, and so it's going to be great to see it shift more towards the community focus and not the how do we make this a game for everybody, because that was the biggest issue in Destiny 2.
Yeah, that's why I got over it.
See, I was a new player.
Destiny
so
got
it was
over
easy
you.
to catch me.
Destiny 2 got over you, brother, because you left when it was
over
the
it.
best. You left when it was the best.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
only
You haven't
got-
even experienced at its best
It
form.
was boring as fuck, dog.
You haven't experienced it at its best form. I quit playing more than you did. But I played less than I didn't even play at all. I mean, I
was the one who was new to the game, so
you can't say to me that
it
it
kept
was
me.
boring without me understanding exactly where you're coming from, because I wasn't playing it either.
I got over it because it was boring.
It's not boring though anymore.
Okay. But I mean, you're telling me it did not get genuinely boring?
I just told you I played at least than everybody out of all of us. There
Yeah.
was times when you were still playing with Jameer that I wasn't even playing at all. I quit playing it. So you can't tell me that without understanding. I experienced that. I know it was boring as shit. I expressed that on this show countless times.
We talked a lot about it.
Yeah, like I don't
'Cause
understand what you mean by that.
there
But
was a
now
point where
it is
I was
good.
having
It is
fun.
really good.
And no one else was playing the
see.
game. And then they came out with the Go Fast update.
Which
That's
was-
when that was mediocre because they changed movement, but they didn't change a lot of other things. And then they started implementing all the weapon changes and the balancing, and then they changed all the exotics, and it was just like staged out over the summer that everything slowly got better, and then Forsaken came out with all the new story.
Yeah, they fucking
was a-
just crushed you with
It was a
Forsaken.
great way to bring it
It's
back
fucking
to
great.
life and pump the life into it. But now it is at the point now where you're fighting between getting stale. But I think they have a much better structure on how they have the seasons planned out. Because
Yeah, but I don't know. You're saying it's getting stale though, but I don't believe that because there's a lot of stuff you haven't done.
you're right, I'm
you
behind
know?
on things.
So that wouldn't be stale. I mean, maybe it's not as enticing as you or as attractive as it used to be because you've played a lot.
I think
of
I
the
just
stuff.
have other things going on. 'Cause
Yeah,
Destiny
but-
1. The reason I
but
didn't play
there-
Destiny
it's
1
not
is it came out
stale.
the same week as Smash 4.
Yeah, it's
or
not
the same
stale.
month.
It's not stale at all. There's a ton of shit to do. There's more shit to do than
Stale
ever.
was the
That's
wrong
new,
word.
New shit.
I keep
And,
going
yeah,
and playing stuff,
dude,
but
no,
I'm not like you're right. I'm not.
I log
developing new
on
content
and I
while I'm
log
feeding.
on and then I go do one activity and I'm like, man, this seems like a task. Okay, I'm gonna go jump into Blackout because it's instantaneous and I'm fucking into a match right
Mm-hmm.
away and I'm fucking getting kills and I'm slapping kids, getting their mama's that number and their address,
That's
doing it
Smash for
all,
me
sending
right
them
now.
to Rocky's fucking profile, OG Death Dealer, where I'm location in your mom's room.
Yeah.
So don't fucking knock on the door. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? That's what we do.
Hit it.
But
I think they made me
seriously,
change that, dog.
I don't think they did because every so often I go in there to look at it and see if it's still there, and it is.
Okay.
'Cause
I
it
changed
makes me
that
laugh.
picture to a bullet with your name on it, though.
I know. But you don't play video games, so like nobody ever sees it.
Whatever, fuck you guys. I'm sorry. I got it.
I got two screens going right now, so I'm having like Smash on this screen, which is my like take breaks from whatever. I take breaks from whatever's going on here, and I can just like run the online on that. You can set up battle arenas, those are pretty dope, and then also just straight running that global Smash power. Yoshi's over 3 million.
Oh my god.
I am in the
dog.
top percentile of that shit. What's that dumbass saying?
Oh my
I don't
god.
even care.
I don't even think we can say this on air, dog.
Okay, he's been telling me to look at it for a while. You can't say it. You don't want to say it.
I'm not saying it.
You know you can say it.
I don't think you can say that on air without it being weird.
So Sam hates ketchup.
No, dog, the one under that. Exactly. That one is wild. I don't want any phone calls from that.
Okay.
I got a response.
I'll take a
It
picture
doesn't need
though and
words.
send it to you guys.
I don't need a picture. What about Rockstar? Your favorite game, Sam's
Oh,
favorite games,
man.
getting sued. So
That's-
Rockstar.
I love that it's for
potentially
the
getting
Pinkerton
sued
name.
For the
Sue them?
Pinkerton, the Pinkerton name used in the game.
I don't know who, someone that represents the Pinkerton family because those rednecks are still alive. I don't know.
Pinkerton.
Well, yeah, they're like have huge.
Did
huge
they have the TV
corporations.
show, right?
It's like a banking security. It's like one of the most secure ways to move money on the ground.
Oh, okay.
And it's a
Okay,
security
I get
and a
it.
huge security platform as well.
Hey, we kind of
Armed security, if I'm not mistaken.
This is some news because it's only going.
And
be
they
on
were
one
the
day.
armed force. They were like a private security back in the day
Look,
too, when in the Wild West.
The Brawley
I didn't
movie.
know that.
The
That's
Pinkertons.
funny.
The Brawley movie will be out on the 16th. It's only out for one day. Get your tickets now.
On the 16th,
Yeah.
like in a few days.
Yeah,
Rocky's not going. So
I'll
we just-
definitely be going.
Where's it
Don't
at?
worry.
What
Carson.
theater?
I already
What
paid
theater?
for my ticket.
What day is it?
Rocky's
Carson
going.
Mall.
What day is it?
Rocky's going.
Yeah.
Brawley movie.
Rocky, what
Yeah.
day is it?
The 16th.
Yeah, what day of the week is that? I don't know what today is right now.
I believe it's a Thursday.
Okay, well, if it's
Well,
this
that's
Thursday,
a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Oh well, shit, whatever.
Okay.
are we talking day after
It's
tomorrow?
paid for though.
Today's
Yeah.
the 14th.
Oh yeah, then yeah, it's
Tomorrow's the
Wednesday.
I didn't know what today
15th.
was.
The next
I
day.
bought 2 tickets yesterday.
would
Text me that link.
Consequently,
Text me that link.
Hmm?
The 16th.
Text me that link.
I got you.
Text him the link. Anyways,
see
we're
you
gonna
guys in
take a
Carson.
break. We're gonna take a break right now because I need to see what's on this monitor.
Oh god.
He delete. Oh no, it's still there. You can see
Okay.
it.
Can you take a picture then so I can see it before?
Oh,
you
he deleted it. What did I do? I took a picture already, dog.
Perfect. So we're gonna
Guess
get
who's
to
a
it.
dude?
But we're gonna take a break
Fitz.
as soon as we're done.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh.
We can hear you. Saints mic's on. Alrighty.
Oh yeah, so call in. Call in right now.
Anyways,
530-707.
we're gonna take a little breaky. We'll be back after these songs here on The Plug Gaming at dfzradio.com.
Where we do it live.
Yay, yay.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. We so high. Big split smoker, don't need no roller to roll my doja. I can first show ya. Big stench odor, crystal mist cola, sticky as the growers. We gon' teach more up, we gon' see more bud. Pockets on forest, yeah they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want to store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it. All that ladies love it. It's so euphoric. They so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts that's been cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just sliding at the split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a burden. Lungs turning black smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twisted, getting lifted while I'm shooting to the bitches. Got me feeling like the riches, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killing soul, smoking with a privilege. Taking high than the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shell. If your lungs are strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. I could wood, burning like good wood should. High, get high, touch the sky, sky. I wanna go up, light the blunt, and have so much fun. I wanna get high, high, can't touch the ground, touch the sky, sky. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time.
Yeah, taking it to the top. Naps, what's good? Knock on, what up? What up, Saint? We hustle hard. Team ADX and listen. Hey, what these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never getting lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lockup. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, I'm taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus, tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys, we stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night, streets holding tight, grind for my life, and niggas don't want no ruckus, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping, boy, we stay hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. D, I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. X, I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shotters on the side of me, right in my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour Diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me, ADX teaming, going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Oh, taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus, tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys, we stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night, streets holding tight, grind for my life, and niggas don't want no ruckus, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping, boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years, stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas trying to send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Oh, taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus, tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys, we stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night, streets holding tight, grind for my life, and niggas don't want no ruckus, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping, boy, we stay hustling.
Hold up, bitch. God damn it. Get out my motherfucking face. Slum dime. Yeah, she said, what you doing, where you going? Girl, I'm doing me. I've been out here chasing money, I ain't worried about a thing. I'm on a whole different game plan, moving like a pimp. I make a hole, hit the rain dance. Dollars make a strip, ayy, ballin' like a bitch, ayy, super fucking lit. Roll a blunt and spark it up and get a cup and fill the shit. I need a bag with the cash, 100 meter to dash to the money. Gotta go get it, cause these niggas ain't finna get it for me, you dig? Niggas talk, I don't hear it. Bitches talk, I don't hear it. My main focus is my chips, yeah. I said I'm walking like a man. Hand on my grams, other hand cognac. I'm already going in, but I'm like, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, let me talk to him. On my mama, stuck in this designer. I'ma have to go and leave her, cause my bitch up in Atlanta. Louis to the left, Armani in the sauna. It's panoramic, how my fucking niggas causing problems. If you gotta get it, got me turning churches out of chicken. Okay, pilot got me probably piling up all this pimpin'. So don't tell me this now, won't feel her lips now. Gon' give me kiss now, now wait, hold up. Where your lips been? Tell me where you going, cause you know when I just stepped in, stumbled and we go again. Sucking on my lower limbs, sacking and we pack them, so you know we got them flowing in. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hey, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up. I got that shit that when you hit, you get the Holy Ghost. My bitch got niggas and they feeling like they Romeo. They asking about me, she replying like we only close. Bitch, while you be lying, we be fucking, and you know he know. I don't know. When they asking about the mother bitches, I don't know. When she asking, are you coming, daddy? I don't know. When she ask me, can I
What does it say? What does it say?
Don't know. Yes, did you want a beer?
All the I want a beer. Who asked? if
He
I
would
wanted a
definitely like a beer.
beer? Who asked?
How polite.
I would just said beer with a question mark.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What a gentleman.
He's not gonna bring one in here. He's gonna have the other guy bring one in.
Somebody's gonna bring it probably. That's a maybe though.
Excusez-moi.
That might have
What are
been
we
one of
talking
those
about?
questions.
What are we talking about? Bungie's biggest fuck up ever? The Niobe Labs?
While we're on.
Fiasco? The Niobe Labs fiasco?
Is it Bungie's fuck up, or is it just the
Or is it
internet
like
having a
the-
hissy fit?
Or is it like everybody's just not as smart as they thought they were?
All right. So let's get some background on this here.
Yeah,
the
let's get the
last
background.
forge. We've been doing Black Armory. You've been
The
unlocking
fourth
these
forge.
forges for.
I want
months
to talk about one thing though before we get into it.
Yo.
The historic value and real life like connections that the forges actually have in like real life to the game. Bungie did a fucking amazing job by transitioning these real world, like this shit went into like Merlin's grave, the enchanted forest that Merlin's grave is found in. It's this Arthurian legend and all this fucking shit that's just beyond
And from
any
tons
Destiny
of different
player.
cultures.
Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job. However, it led up to
this big old thing.
Yeah,
The,
just the biggest backlash I think they've ever experienced.
Interesting though. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, so Last
yeah.
Forge is coming around. The way to unlock the Last Forge is this new mission pops up, Niobe Labs.
Niobe's Laboratory.
It is a series of 10 challenges?
It's
What was the
I think
final
it's
number?
total of 10 because there's seven levels and then 3 like pre-levels to get.
It wasn't meant to be raid quality challenge, but it was meant to be in that realm about because they were having a whole race about it again.
Right.
World records, shit like that.
And it unlocks the 4th Forge. It was how we get to the 4th Forge.
It officially took longer than any Destiny raid?
It took 3 or 4 days. I guess total
what
if
it's
you
been
want to count it all
since
up.
Destiny 2, every raid has taken max was 20 hours, and that was a big deal. It was crazy that it took that long.
Yeah, well, because the
And
other ones
then
have taken over 24 hours.
Niobe Labs comes out, and fast forward to 24 hours in. They have been stuck on challenge 6 for hours. And it wasn't
Literally,
until
like,
halfway through day
14
2,
hours.
someone figures out the solution. This guy, Ninji, one of
Accidentally.
the streamers, accidentally. And everyone was all pissed. Everyone was like, well, this is just way too hard. It's this, like, you can't figure out this challenge. But when they discover it,
they're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense.
Oh my God, even on the Twitch stream, the clip that got posted of this kid that's like, did we just do it? Did
He's
no
like-
one really try that?
Yeah, he's like, and,
It was that easy?
and that was like kind of the problem. The community created that problem.
Oh, it was brutal.
The
That
community
idea was
and
thrown
the
out multiple
yeah,
times.
The
Sorry.
community and the streamers created this problem by, I think a lot of ego had to do with it, and then a lot of this, like, we don't listen to chat where streamers, like, thanks chat for their suggestions, but, like, you guys are spamming this whole, like, that's how normally it is for
Why
chat.
would you
That's
make it
actually
so impossible?
That's how chat normally is. But, like, these are actually valid suggestions that were being thrown out because the streamers had been going at it for so long that they were getting annoyed by
the entire online community is involved in this
it
thing.
was a lot.
Even
There
though
was
only like 3 teams are
40K.
actually trying.
There was 40K in the Destiny streams. In 2 streams, we combined 40K, and then later, Gladstream alone had 36K in it.
So yeah, and
Lot of fucking
half
people.
of them are not just live in the chat, but they're also in like these deep conversations on
Or they're
subreddits,
in-game
other
testing
forums.
it themselves as well.
Oh
too,
yeah,
right.
So
they're
that
also
too.
testing it alongside
But it's like
these
the
guys.
whole community is working for one team to finish this, and
Right.
all these teams are even working together.
It went from a
'Cause
race to finish to
we can't do it.
Can we just get one person?
Yeah.
Can we get one person across, and the community will just take it as the win
It was
instead of this one person? That's
So
what
how-
it came to.
I don't see what the problem is. Like, it should be like that. Like,
I
it
Okay,
should be
well,
I
here's
applaud
the thing.
Bungie for stumping the
Here's
internet,
the thing.
for the entire internet for more than a day.
After
You know,
24 hours, here come the fucking the ambulance, fucking the casuals who I only have work all week and I only get 1 hour to play a week, and I wanted that 1 hour to play what I paid for, and that's the Fourth Forge, not to have it locked behind some stupid puzzle. And it's like, okay, your statement's valid. Okay, your statement's valid. It's been 24 hours, and no one ever said that it's locked. Why don't you get in there and attempt it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not high enough light? Oh,
you haven't been playing for months.
yeah, so it doesn't make a difference to you. But however, because how this community works, these people are the same ones that go to complain.
Mm-hmm.
So Bungie opens the forge without the puzzle being completed.
They were only on like challenge 7 stuck because they had finally gotten over 6.
And
I love all the memes that were coming out of like Datto as the when Spider-Man passes out.
Yeah.
Like when our hero's done.
so good. But at some point you realize, you go, okay, that's fine. They time gated this stuff, or they gated it through the puzzle, which was a bad choice.
Okay, everybody complained about how easy the last.
Exactly, my whole thing is that we're going on this.
Well, it's like just to unlock the forge.
While your
one
statement,
team had to finish it.
While your statement is justifiable, you're the same person that is also complaining about how when the game was too easy, you were getting everybody has the same drops as me, everybody has the same stuff as me. Oh, okay, so you're casual and you have everything, so now you're upset because every other casual has something and there's nothing to separate you guys. Okay, well that's never going to happen in this game because you complain about it so much that now you just get this bland rundown version of everything, including this thing that was intended to be exclusive and make the forge a special like opening, like all this type of stuff that they really wanted to do. Since it's not done within 24 hours and I don't get to play the content I paid for in 24 hours.
One day that's something that's part of an MMO online community and it's going to last for how long?
They
As long as the game is on servers.
Maybe they shouldn't have done that, but they did do that, and I've heard they hold their ground on way stupider shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's been people fucked over way harder, like literally
But-
hours and hours and hours of shit just thrown away. Of real
where we
loot.
were at after the weekend was, or like the same week was Bungie coming out with we're splitting from Activision, so they kind of need everyone on their side.
Yeah.
And then I think they were just trying to bend to like us right now because we're about to do something major. But
I think the announcing it the day after is definitely
It felt
intentional. No, I mean, I think Activision has something to do with how they're releasing their content.
Ooh,
and
you're
it's
right.
affecting what they really want to achieve there.
Yeah.
And this thing is like, let's say the Niobe Labs comes into fruition and the idea is there. Who is putting it into lock content? If you're creating this content, the last thing you want to do is have more barriers in between someone experiencing it, right?
Yeah.
If you're the person creating it, which I imagine that's a Bungie employee. When he brings that to his higher ups, the people that are going to actually implement this into the game and figure out where it's going, they have the conversation with Activision, the publishing, the marketing, on how is this going to appeal to people.
Yeah.
That's when your talk of casual, hardcore, the type of person that's going to be playing the game, how they're going to take it, comes into account, and that's when they start having that conversation. That conversation is going to change.
It's the time when
become way smaller.
flexes their power.
But this is
it's the time that they can. So of course it's when they are going to.
So
you know?
Activision isn't attached to this game anymore.
They're only for the remainder of the content that has already been done.
Yeah. Destiny 2 is already planned out.
So all that content comes out, but as a development for anything that's not developed, Activision is not a part of it.
Okay, so they could actually drop something new.
Any updates new that are coming out that are new are all Bungie. They always have already been all Bungie. The thing is that you're looking at no more microtransactions. You're looking at changes in the Eververse. You're looking at changes in the DLC structure, how you get updates, possibly more free updates, more free content, more guns available.
What's up with Xur? Is he back cracking?
No, and Xur might not be back cracking because of an intentionally being
his will
held
is not his
back
own.
by things from Activision. Activision might not want you to be able to get year 2 exotics in the year 1 pool because it might keep you from playing their game and spending certain amount of hours on their game for certain reasons.
That is a really good observation, though.
There is all these other things
deal.
that only benefit Activision rather than Bungie. Bungie benefits directly off of the people buying the game.
Bungie is the PR, not Activision. Bungie's taking the brunt of how people respond to this game.
When
Bungie's the creators, my baby. I want someone to like my art.
But when Activision also has such a huge say in what they get to release,
and Activision,
they can say, I don't like what you're releasing because it might not appeal to this type of person.
This is the general issue you run into with a publisher like this, is you now have, I mean, it sucks to say in like the cheesy term of suits, but they are the ones making these like grand decisions and final decisions on something they are never going to experience or get involved in or invest their time in or have any connection to besides a dollar amount to a degree. So like that's who's making the final decision versus the people who are making the game. And even if the people who are making a game have this great change, it's got to be like, all right, well, let me just get the senior to approve of it so the senior can approve of it so it can hit the board.
Well, this is like the real question. I'm wondering is after all the content is out that Activision is attached to, will Bungie be releasing anything new for this game that's going to change it? Like, and can it conflict with the Activision shit? Or is that locked in for this game?
I don't know.
That is a good question.
Activision owns part of this game, so
no, they don't. They don't own in any part. They own zero part of the intellectual property.
So they've given up the IP total.
They only did like the publishing or something. Like, what's the deal with that?
They are the publisher. Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, but you can't say that's it. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But what you have is Destiny does already have a plan that's been done.
The publisher means you're the investor. Like it's like a movie producer.
Yeah, I know exactly.
So like you produce and create everything that they need, like maybe short of like a workplace. But you provide everything that they need to start everything up. Like literally, Bungie just doesn't provide anything on the financial end. It's man hours and creativity is what they provide in their studio.
That's what I'm saying. So the money, like the income, goes through Activision first, right?
Okay, but how these things are built.
That's shared.
So how this is built? No, it's simple. How they built it is, and there's a lot of different ways to do it, structure it. But Bungie works in their contract like basically milestones.
Okay.
Markers for like sales. So let's say they make a number and they say you hit this number, this is our top number. At this point, you've satisfied profit for us, right? Then they're going to say there's another number, right? This is all while they're in the development of 8 years. And within those 8 years, you hit this next number. Half of your team is allowed to go into development on another project.
Okay.
Okay. So we will grant you the ability to do something for yourself without us once we know we're taken care of to a certain point. And then afterwards, they can choose if they want them to buy in. Like, for instance, it's bad between them when Bungie just cuts the ties, because guess who has the first offer on anything new that they make?
Bungie?
Activision.
Oh, my bad.
So, it's bad. You know that they don't want to be in business with them. Because if they did, they would have rebuilt the new contract favoring Bungie, but they don't even want to do that. They just said, fuck it.
They want to take over.
Yeah. We're out.
And
it's not something that Bungie, dude, the last thing Activision said about Bungie is that they're disappointed with them and what they did with Forsaken.
And to get on how you were asking
because it's not the numbers that they wanted to see. So basically, after these 3 DLCs, it makes the last year of content to 2020. That's all the content that they have to produce in their contract. So after that, they're obligated to 0. They will not make anything with Activision.
The way I take it is, so they already have it already planned out what's happening. All that's going to play out as it's already been designed and put through forth, even though all that had to go through Activision's approval. But what they're probably going to do is pepper in some of these more special events, maybe bring some more of the D1 guns back, try and gift people out to satisfy their community for the extent of playing through this, because that's what's going to set them up for Destiny 3. Now
that's why I was asking, because
I don't think they're going to have that much new stuff that's we own this company now, we're going to do this. But I think they'll pepper some of that in.
Why fuck with 2 then? I would put all my effort into 3 and let people know,
because
yo,
you
this
need
is
people
the
to
Destiny here.
2 enough to come back to 3.
Not true, because if you say, hey, we're separated and we want you to have to experience
not everybody's
Destiny 2, Bungie's video game. They're the owners of the game, right?
Okay.
But how it gets to people is through Activision.
I get that 100%.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Forever. For all of Destiny 2's eternity.
Yeah.
Okay? So they both have interest in keeping it the best it could be. Right? Okay? Bungie wants to make games in the future. Activision wants people to still play Destiny 2. Okay? So Bungie can't fucking just shit the bed on Destiny 2.
I'm not telling them to shit the bed. They got to finish the game out. But I'm saying, would you put more energy into that, or would you start putting energy?
I already told you they can only, due to their contracts, they can only dedicate a certain amount of their team to another project.
Okay.
So the rest of them is stuck on Destiny 2.
Yeah.
But he means that's Rocky's asking if they're going to give us special things now that they have that creative control. At this point
in Destiny 2,
so
you're probably not
add
going to see.
You think they are still
No.
partnered with Activision through the rest of Destiny 2?
They are the publishers of the game.
Activision still has ownership for the extent of Destiny 2.
Anything that comes out after, let's get into the sandbox versus content. So sandbox changes, if I'm not mistaken, changes to damage, perks, stuff like that.
Game balancing?
Has nothing to do with has nothing to do with
But what
Activision.
about if they're we want to now add an exotic? Do they get to do that freely, or do they still have to go through Activision's approval
Here's
if it's
the
to
thing.
Destiny 2?
Yeah, but it can't be locked. No, it's just going to have to be something that's unlocked in Destiny 2. There can't be any way of delivering the content through a means of money. Okay?
There you go.
Okay, so and I
But they can't
guarantee
just give it
you
to you.
that they're not going to do that in any time because the content's already laid out for a year.
See,
so there's no reason for them to come out and be like, "Hey, here's a new exotic for you," because we shed the chains for free. Here's a fucking new exotic. That would be cool. However, I think that would just be confusing and cause a lot of problems. However, you could see these sandbox changes and changes of how the gameplay, the experience of it, and all that stuff.
And that they can start fine-tuning.
Maybe not within the story. I wouldn't look for much during the story. I wouldn't look for much during the content of the story or those exotics. I would look on how the guns feel, the perks, the changes to the damage, the buffs, all that type of stuff. The information that they start giving you on the buffs, rather than them just having random numbers or saying it indefinitely buffs all weapons, like that's a fucking real great statement when I'm looking to see how much damage this thing's going to do.
Yeah.
Help me.
And what you're saying
Instead
is
of
great
just
where they
buffs
can
buffs all elements.
They can utilize the rest of the time and space they have in Destiny 2 to basically work on perfecting this engine that they don't need to remake for Destiny 3. They can use this. They already have like this incredibly beautiful world. You even talked about how like because it wasn't until after it came out on the consoles that it came out for PC, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes out on PC, and turns out this game is like stages more beautiful than you thought of. And this game runs smooth, and they've got a very good engine they have around how all this works. They can
fast.
utilize this space to really work on fine-tuning it, especially when it comes to things like damage changes, effectiveness of weapon, perk rolls, which they've gotten better at. And then
the 29th actually marks a huge
it'll easily transition to Destiny 3. Now, they are probably going to have to abandon a lot of aspects of it due to their Activision contract, but they can utilize everything they're collecting as data now because they've expressed. They basically take data from every bullet shot in that game, and they watch it in the development by Bungie.
Yeah.
So all of that is just going to make Destiny 3 a better thing. They can continue doing the balancing to figure out how to make that works, while the other half of their team is starting to develop Destiny 3 and working with both of those in the same house for 6 months. Probably actually going to help with the transition.
That's a good way to look at it. I agree.
It's just,
who knows?
What do they take from Destiny 2? I mean, you can
They
just
have
look
the
in their
huge
track so
contract.
far. They've really made a lot of shifts that were for the better. And
They have a
that
huge
is
contract
as they've
with
been
NetEase.
separating away from Activision. Yeah,
And
sorry.
they have that new contract with NetEase.
And NetEase is the company that does
invested a bunch of money. They did the same thing Activision did in 2013. They invested money to build a partnership for probably the next 8 years or so. And what that's going to do is it's going to give NetEase some sort of publishing right or something. I doubt they'll give them rights to the IP, but some sort of publishing right or something like that for them to make money off reap their investment and get their investment back. And we don't know if that's Destiny 3.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know if Destiny 3 is going to be a Bungie thing where they solely do that and then they give us some other, a new installment from their studio because they have so many different ideas.
Regarding that, too, though.
So many
NetEase
different ideas.
is the same business that is the mobile developer that is working with Blizzard's Diablo.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out because that had a real negative impact in Diablo so far.
Yeah, but
it was
Bungie-
Immortals,
but
and they weren't ready for
Bungie-
that. But that was more of a
Bungie's-
Blizzard decision.
It's not.
But that's what NetEase is known for:
Yeah,
is
but-
mobilizing games. So I'm just curious then what their involvement with
they would have
Bungie will lead
mentioned
to.
they mentioned that it's not. They have what they're. So they have the name, I believe the name or
Matter?
possibly so it's the name of the project that they're involved in or whatever it is, their copyright or whatever they did to get that name. It's something in the works, and they from the information it does not seem to be a mobile. It
Okay.
seems to be the beginnings of what like you would do to secure like a large MMO.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
that'd be really good. And like then that just means that some of NetEase's expertise may actually play out well. Destiny always tries to have a
Right.
decent app.
Right.
NetEase might be able to connect that. a
Yeah,
little
and then
better.
they like
how
maybe
sweet would
they're
it be
getting,
if they made
and
more
then
of a
they're getting
ghost-related
in-
app?
and they're getting in with a company that's more into MMOs rather than
Yeah.
maybe who they needed to be in business with when they went to make Destiny, when they were like, oh, we wanted to be a shooter MMO, and then they kind of got this mixture of them that they liked, but maybe they felt they were missing these other elements that are these RPG elements that they talk about that they've been wanting to implement, because Destiny 1 was way more like that, where you had to individually upgrade things. You could kind of like change the route of them, like just from the base. You could choose to upgrade other perks first, all kinds of stuff. It just made it more.
I mean, we all really it's the
RPG,
issue. The
I
thing that at Destiny 2 was the how do you get everybody, not how do you get the right people.
Yeah,
But
but
that's what we're talking about changing back. And what was I just gonna say? Sorry, you were gonna say
nothing. Yeah, nothing really.
Just to connect the dots for everyone listening, the way this all comes together is that back when it became news that Bungie put the copyright on the name Matter or something like that, that's when it became that it was NetEase and them working together. So it is specifically regarding Matter that we know about their partnership, and either it is the workings of an MMO, or it might be the thing that makes it why Bungie. Like, I think there might be this opportunity that it is just its own separate thing and not part of Destiny 3. And if it is, it's probably some type of mobile game that will actually help fund Bungie to make Destiny 3. That'd be either direction.
But I thought it wasn't going to be a mobile game.
I don't know. That was what Dutch said. I haven't heard that much.
We don't know. That's just what they're saying.
It's
all rumors. It's all rumors, Rocky.
I'm just saying if it's either going to be Destiny 3 related, because, I mean, Bungie's not humongous, and they're now deciding to go on their own. So it's either going to go in the direction of it's regarding Destiny 3, or it's the thing that's going to fund Destiny 3. That's all I'm saying.
They had projects that they had to put on hold in order to go into business with Activision and get Destiny.
Were a free bird.
Yeah, and to get Destiny published. So that means that it's 6 years that they worked on nothing else.
Destiny 3, you're playing the story of Cade.
By contract, you could not work on anything else.
That'd be cool if they went prequel.
They made they must have crushed the sales. This is kind of what I'm getting at too. When you get all this information, they got out of their contract, they got out of it all on time. That means that they met all of their milestones, met all their goals,
which means they have something successful enough for them to be ready to go alone.
And they made Activision a fucking ton of money while doing it, and even more so probably than they expected to with the shit like the Eververse and TES and buying skins for weapons that they give you for just being good at the game or doing secret quests. Then they have like 3 or 4 skins that you can only get for paying money. I honestly think
they did that.
Yeah, with the Whispered Worm.
Yeah, and the Thunderlord.
And the Thunderlord. I honestly think that in my heart of hearts, Bungie, or the people that work at Bungie, they would never. That's not their idea.
That's meeting Activision's quotas. That's not creating.
Yeah, I don't think that that's ever been one of their ideas ever to charge somebody for a skin on a gun. I think that they would rather make a really cool one and have everybody be able to experience it.
Yeah.
I think that's how they
ass to get it.
I think,
and that's always been the change
that's
from
how they
Destiny
feel.
1 to Destiny 2.
I think that's how they feel.
That embodies what
they're
the
like
changes have been, which is
here's
why
all
there's
the
been so many
exotics.
issues.
Here's all the exotics. They were giving you exotics like they're fucking nothing. You could get them all in literally 1 week, and then they're like, "Oh, but there's a skin for each one of them locked behind the Eververse." And you're like, "What? Okay, so now the unique thing is the skins, and then you can only get them by buying them, or like rolling the dice every week."
I bought one emote. It was the cerebral explosion.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel good that they left and that Bungie's
you go like this with your head,
solo.
and then there's like explosions above your head in light. It's really funny.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I was the only one that got me.
Surprise!
Look at this guy over here.
Surprise! Surprise!
Oh,
Rocky hasn't seen a Destiny 2.
Oh man!
You guys can settle it on the battlefield.
We'll fucking settle it on in the water, dude.
In the water.
I gotta get the fleet one though.
Definitely.
Bring your life rafts.
Fleet.
Yeah, what is it? Fleet Force or some shit?
Fleet.
I don't remember. It's something fleet though.
He said it's at the top of the new menu with the star. Right?
It's got a gold star on it.
Gold star.
Like, I don't know nothing about no ghetto ass Android store.
Ghetto ass Android
loose
store.
Loose.
That's how I would describe
loose
it.
Ass,
not at all.
Loose ass open development. Get your ass fucking viruses. Google
this
store.
guy.
Make anything you
Google
want.
store.
Why'd you go so hard on Android for no reason just now? They've done nothing to you.
Besides make bad phones and make them look cool.
This
So
is a
I
pretty
was
good
trying
phone
to
right
buy
here,
'em.
and you want to talk about the last 3 iPhones?
What's wrong with them?
They're all the same.
Have you had
Except,
one?
Hey, let's remove
Have you
the
had
headphone.
one?
I have.
Have you
I've
had
had
one?
I know what they
When's
do.
the last time you had an iPhone?
I'm
I had 2 phones ago.
How?
The last iPhone I owned was in the 3s.
Yeah, that was 2 phones, so that was...
Rocky, you had
the
a phone
5.
literally made in 2003, 6 months ago.
What are you talking
There
about?
with the fucking one thing, the phone. Shut up, Rocky. That's
What
all
are
I
you
gotta say.
talking about, dog?
I've known you for 5 years or something like that, 3 or 4 years, and you
Are you
ain't never
talking
had an
about the
iPhone.
Note?
And you ain't
My
never had
Note
an iPhone.
was not old.
And you never had an iPhone.
What are you talking about,
But
dog?
you haven't had an iPhone.
I did too.
Neither have you.
Bruh, you
5,
remember my iPhone?
6,
I used to have the
6,
Spider-Man
7
case,
years.
and you made
6
it
or
like it was
7
good.
years.
I'm the guy who teaches all the family members how to use their iPhones.
Whatever. I'm just
so
saying.
I
You guys
use
can't-
iPhones.
You guys can't talk shit on
You
iPhones.
didn't let me
'cause you've
point it
never
out.
had
Oh my God!
All
I've
I'm
had
saying
an
is
iPhone.
that from the 7 to the
I had
10,
2 iPhones before I
they're
went
all
back to
minimal
Jordan.
upgrades. They're all just little things. To be honest, most of the iPhone shit's already been out on another
Every
phone.
Android upgrade, what is it? What's the upgrade?
What do you
New
mean?
camera. That's it.
Yeah, most phones are
That's
like
it.
that.
New camera. That's it. So what do you say? I'm not the one that's
iPhone's the
bringing
one
up.
that pushes the
I'm not-
cycle to buy a
I'm
new
not-
one every
I'm
year.
not the one that's bringing it up. I'm not the one that brought it up.
You hate it.
I'm just
dog.
telling you.
The homie hated.
You were the
hard
one with the
just now.
Android hate. You did.
No,
bring it
I
up.
just talked about the store. I talked about the store. Are you guys
You
listening?
hated
Are we in
on
the same?
store, dog?
Are we in the same place?
You're a hater.
I don't know. Where are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
Jamaica.
Whatever, Rocky. Anyways, what else are we talking about? Talk about something right now. What's up, Smash
we're
Brothers?
talking- oh,
Who's
dude.
the
I made
newest
time.
character you got?
I have all the characters.
Oh,
Dude,
There's nobody
easy.
new out yet.
There ain't nobody new out, but Joker's coming. I'm curious what the moveset will be
Joker?
like. Joker from Persona.
Oh, I thought you meant the
Hey,
fucking.
Joker.
That'd be
I'm
dope,
about to
right?
be like, oh God.
Well, that'd be crazy.
Oh, God.
DC shit.
It would have been over. I knew Batman was coming after that. And that's my new character.
We'll see. We'll
Lock
see.
and stone.
I'm excited to who the next one is, but I'm curious what Joker is. I didn't play Persona games. Did any of you guys?
the first one.
No.
Okay, I mean, I hear they're dope. They're a really
They got
cool
crazy.
story.
They got really crazy.
You have a
after
bunch of
while.
dream powers, so really you could do a lot of stuff with what the character does. My latest character has been Little Mac.
Lil
Homie
Mac.
is like he gets super armor with a lot of his punches. You just got to control the middle. Don't get thrown off the side. Hammer through shit.
How
You'll
would you
get
deal with that?
bombed.
How would you deal with that, Rocky?
Bomb them.
How so? How so? Oh, with Link.
Yeah.
Literally with Link's bombs.
Bombs
So
and,
in this game,
arrows.
if you have good timing, you can either
Bones
dodge
and
or
arrows.
press A and catch thrown items. Real easy.
That's fine.
The dodge move to catch is great, especially when you're playing like Peaches.
Peaches.
You want to talk like top tier people online right now? Everybody's playing King K. Rool because they just like stomach
Because
block
that's so
everything.
cheap.
He's got that
Hey,
heavy super
Rule
armor.
is the fucking
Mhm.
wackest character, dog. He's
It's
such a
okay. You
fucking
can move
pussy.
around him. Just grab him. He's just trying
If
to do the
you're
counter with his
playing in
stomach.
non-sanctioned online
Or he's trying to get the
matches,
gun.
Literally, you're playing against the cheesiest motherfuckers in the world. If someone's willing to go against you online in something that they actually have to like challenge, they're gonna get challenged. They're gonna choose the easiest shit ever. Hence why when you go and play fucking like Destiny, everybody's got a fucking Telesto.
Yeah.
It's just
Metas
fucking poison.
always exist, which
It's
means there's
fucking
going to be
poison.
a group conversation that this is the best and the only way to play, which means you're going to have too many people that are like, I'm going to be the best, and they
you know
just
what,
figure
but
that one
sometimes
character
the
out.
meta
That's what
works
they do.
out. Like for instance,
Sometimes
the
it does.
D1 meta and at I can't say it for D2.
But there's always
Because
a
auto
group
rifles
that
were
has
fucking
that
poison
conversation.
too in the beginning of
There's
D1.
always
D1
a
or D2.
poison. Even then,
But-
they make an update and it's a new thing. People
like,
just have to
What? The
discover.
auto
But, like-
rifle was banging.
But
dog.
everybody was, you know what I mean? It
For
was
a
just the
period.
auto rifle fest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Though?
Everybody had them.
They're just not fun. It's really bland. So like in D1, it was hand cannons and snipers, which is a really fun variety that everybody's using. You know, so that makes it the meta because it's not that they're the best, but it's that everybody's using it. So that's who
Yeah.
you're going up against, and it made it a skill challenge because you were fucking hitting precision shots or you weren't hitting.
And think about like every day there's like this Kotaku article, an IGN article, now Forbes article that's like top 10 best weapons to use in Destiny or like
Yeah, I
in
know.
whatever game. So it's just
I'm
for
making
your
Destiny gun
people
review
that-
videos.
For your people that don't do all the
starting next
digging
week.
and just look for what should I use,
Do that shit,
are gonna
dog.
all
doing
find
it.
the meta's answer of this is the best. And so there's always that's where you get like these like I don't know these everybody plays this. That's what you get. King K. Rool is one. Inkling, you'll see a lot of because the Inklings have those paint moves that a lot of their moves will make you covered in paint and you take more damage.
Yeah,
so
that's
you got to
bullshit.
stack
Yeah.
and move. For the good players,
ball shit.
That's what I'm saying. You
For
see
the
how
good
corny
players?
these motherfuckers
Oh,
is,
yeah.
man? And everybody
Now,
uses
Inkling
the
is high
corniest
And then the
characters.
Inkling just rolls you.
if
and
you
then
look at
yeah.
a lot of the tournaments that have occurred so far, Inklings are a lot of winners and top threes. I was excited to see a couple Yoshis make it into some top threes.
Yoshi's baller now. I'm
Yoshi
telling you.
does
there's
have
a
a
tournament
great
on
build in
Saturday. I
this.
meant to tell you.
Where at?
It's in L.A.
Ooh, I went.
LA.
Incineroar, I saw on one of those top 3 lists. He got a second place, which is dope because that character takes effort. But he's great.
Yeah, but Yoshi, I mean, I played with him a couple times. I like him. He's way better now.
The way this game's mechanics move really complements how Yoshi moves, especially with the air dodge.
The mechanics really lend themselves to Yoshi.
He's just got the horizontal aerial control. They disjointed tails, and what I mean by
Horizontal
that, for
aerial
anyone listening that doesn't
control.
get it, is like a lot of moves you have like a hit box and a hurt box. You can so if a character Smash is very literal to like you get touched in the face with a sword, even if you're doing an attack that's like a headbutt, your head will probably take damage, but the sword will never take damage. It's disjointed. It doesn't have. You can't do damage to a sword.
It's not part of the.
So,
the
that becomes a huge detail in competitive Smash because every sword character has these sweeping blocking effects, and so brawlers are kind of stuck. Tails in this game, so any tail whip attack is disjointed now, so it doesn't take damage.
But
so like
that
a lot of
doesn't make
Yoshi's
any
tail
sense.
attacks. I know, but you know what it does is it balances the game. Ooh, thank you.
Fucking serious.
What it balances the game because then it's like these sweeping attacks, you're not going to take damage.
We got some fucking.
We got a beer
characters-
delivery.
We got some fucking characters in here tonight.
Woo!
All right. Well.
We got
But yeah,
beer.
so
we got beers though.
Stella,
So-
to the good shit.
We brought the good shit, brother.
It's huge for
Wait a
like I
minute.
play
They
Charizard
didn't
too,
cut
and
the check.
Charizard's another one that gets that per anyone with a tail. Better in this
It's
game. now.
drinkable.
Mewtwo's really
palatable.
really brutal. They're glass cannons, so they got tons of power, but they get knocked pretty easy. Peaches. Anyone that's playing Peach or Daisy right now, like be afraid of them.
Cycle that, bro.
They pull them turnips, and they know how to like hover over the air, and they're just like
Appreciate you.
they're death from above.
You guys,
Who else
just,
you been playing, Dutch?
you guys just don't give a fuck.
I know.
What are you talking about? I care.
Appreciate you, man. Was you having a fucking conversation?
I'll keep
with
the
a fucking
content
random
rolling.
person while we're fucking doing a show.
You can see him on camera. Come here, so they know I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
What is that? Is there some jerky left?
Jordabs is a noob. Why don't you get in here and
You might
tell
as
him
well just
about
pop
how
the
much
mic
of a
out.
noob you are?
Yeah.
I suck so much at video games that I
What
suck.
what kind of video games do you like to play?
The worst ones like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Blackout, because everyone cheats except me, and I'm like the greatest
Except you.
non-cheater.
Why?
Like, but I'm out there.
How do they cheat?
I'm still out there getting like 88 damage, but their gun does like 1,000 plus. Like I don't know. I don't get it.
All headshots
Yeah,
too.
all headshots.
All
I'm
headshots.
trying to figure it out. I hired a tutor and a trainer. Like maybe one day. I don't know.
How many days a week are you with your tutor?
Like at least about an hour a day, like Monday through Fridays.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
paying him like Like,
Is he with
at
the team?
least,
Is he with the team? Is he with the
he's
pro
squad.
team?
He's squad.
Okay.
For sure. He's gang.
You guys get dubs?
Yeah, for sure. All day.
Do you get
Every day.
kills?
For sure, he gets dubs on the hard carry.
He basically like, I carry him, but he carries me at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused.
So he's
Yeah.
instilling. So he's
What is,
instilling
that sounds
a
like
team
you're good
effort?
at this game then.
No.
No.
Now, how do you
It
carry it?
literally sounds like you have no wins.
I have like maybe a couple.
Maybe.
Did you get any kills in any of those
Maybe
games
a
that you
couple.
won?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I at
The
least
word
got the last
maybe.
one. So
Do you
I
have a
I
favorite
hype
weapon?
myself up. Probably more the Maddox, for sure.
What is that? I don't play this game.
Blackout. Call of
No,
Duty.
no. What move? What gun is that?
5.56 caliber.
Do you
We're
have a
talking
machine
guns,
It's
huh?
a machine gun.
Okay, so like you, I play
Assault
machine gun
rifle.
in Destiny. Oh, okay.
Destiny
Assault
2 is
rifle,
dope.
No,
or it's like big machine gun.
no assault rifle.
It's just a regular
Are you
AR
trying to
format.
invest in a 3D printer? We'll talk about this later. My bad.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That got interesting. I mean, I don't know. That could go several different ways.
What triggered I could 3D print that?
Hold on. It must be getting close to the end of the show. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Because Rock's starting to spew shit out. Hey, dog.
Look, when
You
you're-
know, I just read
when
this
you're on
article
the
that
block,
says
when you're
they
on the
be
block, you
driving
gotta make
vans
some
to
sound.
calling.
And they're 3D printed.
Oh shit!
man.
No, but yeah, your favorite weapon's the Maddox. My favorite too. That's my favorite too.
Oh, see. So we're getting pretty meta. It's a good gun to choose.
Yeah, it is. It's a great. Gun
Dutch
to
is good
choose.
at video games, and
That and the
he
sniper.
promotes
Okay.
that weapon.
And what is
You
that,
tutor
the
people, and he has a
308
tutor.
count?
I'd put a difference there.
How do you know I'm not his tutor?
Yeah. How'd
You
know?
could be.
Why'd you count him out?
I'm saying that no, he is a tutor to people.
I
How'd you
almost
know?
said
Now,
that.
you're giving him up.
Almost
He might be
like
my
I
tutor.
assumed
He might be.
you were a tutor.
Well, if you,
He tells me all the time about how he helps people get good at
You
games.
got us.
all right.
We
I'm-
play together.
I'm
Well,
not.
if you assume things though, you make an ass of you and me. So I don't know. Like,
I also assumed that you didn't listen to what I just said.
I'm assuming y'all didn't hear me. I'm saying that
I'm assuming
he
that none
is
of you
good at
guys
video
listen
games,
to anybody.
and you said you are not good at video games, and Dutch approves of your weapon. So good decision.
right.
You're welcome.
He taught
It's
me
a
well.
compliment.
Thanks.
So he is your tutor. Now it came
Maybe.
out.
No.
We
No.
figured it out, boys.
No.
Or you can stand your
I'm
ground,
done here.
Sam, and
Or
I'm
say,
done
there's, or there's
"Fuck
just a consensus that the Maddox is a good
That's
weapon.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to suggest that.
He's saying when.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's saying you should be my tutor.
I don't
and
like
I should
your
fire
energy.
my tutor.
No, I'm
No.
saying based on his
I
opinion,
don't like your energy.
you have a good opinion.
Damn, son. Damn, he's saying I'm negative over here.
Oh,
Your
negative
energy
Nancy.
is just.
Hashtag
All I'm saying,
hashtag positive
keep
vibes.
playing
only.
them
Right.
video games. Get good.
Get better.
Get good.
Get better, kids.
Learn who Solaire is.
We had like a 3 Dubsky
Play
night.
Dark Souls 3,
Blackout
finish the
night.
game.
3 in a row. We played like 2 hours, and then 1 hour and got 3 dubs.
Oh yeah.
It was almost. They were like back to back, pretty much.
I like that I can have Red Dead where I don't care about like online scores at all up on one screen and then Smash on the other, which is all about.
Yeah, I
global
slapped like
Smash
8
power.
kids in one of these games.
All day.
Nice.
Excuse me?
Slapped like 8 kids.
You can set up.
You know, other people's
you know what
children.
we're talking
though.
about.
They were other
Yeah.
people's kids.
So it's okay.
Wanna be
Battle.
clear.
So in Smash,
I don't
you
hit.
have
I don't
battle
hit my
arenas.
children.
You can set up battle arenas that hold like up to like 6 people, or you can adjust that. But then you can set up these things where 4 people will get in my room, and I will just run the room, and they keep cycling out, and then they'll like back out of the room, and someone else hops in. But it's like, how long can you hold King of the Ring for?
I'm gonna
And
just
it's
be
fun to
100%
play that.
honest with you right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me
you
neither.
just started saying.
Me
You
neither.
just said King of the.
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring
Ring,
yeah.
for like Smash, you can set up your own custom.
Oh,
rooms.
I thought you were talking about Red Dead Online.
Oh,
game
sorry.
for a
No, I'm
second.
saying I don't care about Red Dead competitively, but I care
Okay.
about Smash, and I have them on like either screen.
Gotcha.
So I compete on this
Gotcha.
screen, and then I take breaks.
So you're
over
like
here.
the sweatiest, just
Try
gamer.
hard.
Really
ever.
just
in
I'm like
general
sweaty.
gaming. In
My-
general gaming,
Burning the
you're
most calories.
I
You're
got
super
it.
sweaty.
Yeah.
How you pissed off playing with Sam if you playing Red Dead? Sam, what are you doing, Sam?
I'm just smashing somebody right now.
Dude, I'll run like
I'm king of the Smash.
4 or 5 people.
Dude,
It's a
are we
great way to
robbing
play.
this fucking town or not, Sam? Hold on, real quick.
I'm
Fuck
still
you
waiting
and
for you to
Aurora.
get on, Brent. I'm still
I
waiting
just
you to
leave
get
the
playing with
room.
me.
I'm on. I'm trying to get my posse up, dude.
Good.
I'd
need to
leave
leave
to
that, bro.
see. I'd leave to
I've
see
actually
if you
been playing
noticed.
since we talked about this last week. I've been playing more.
Leave the
And,
game.
like-
We'll join up with them. Be like, all right, yeah, you ready? And then just leave instantly.
Yeah.
3 hours later, be like, oh yeah, Sam.
Just
you've been
walk away
playing
from the
Smash
TV.
Brothers this entire time. Oh yeah, sorry, Ben. Sorry.
It's
That's
okay.
exactly
Destiny. I got distracted like changing shaders and outfits and shit.
Yeah. Dude, what about the?
Oh,
what
man.
about when we were? What were we doing? And this guy's like OCD just fucking kicks in full fledged, and he's like, "Can you just go to the menu screen then?" And I'm like, "Why? I'm just gonna go. Just give me 1 second." He's like, "Just go to the menu screen. Come on." I'm like,
I don't remember. What
"I
it was.
back
I know what
out,"
you're
and I'm
talking
like,
about, though.
"Why?"
Yeah.
And it's because he couldn't access his fucking option menu to fucking change his shaders. So he was having a fucking moment, dude. He was just like, "Can you move this? Can
If
you
I
get on the
can't-
other screen?
if
Can
I
you get
can't
no,
organize
why
it,
is what's the
I'm
big
gonna
deal, man?
freak out.
What's the big deal?" And then I finally do it, and he's like, "Oh, thank God." I was like, "You really needed that fucking shader change that bad?" And he's like,
Look,
"Yeah,
man.
I fucking needed to do it." I was like, "Oh my God, all right."
When you've got a vision, you gotta get there.
You'll be like waiting to run the fucking strike. Be like, "Sam, are you ready?" "Yeah, I'm almost ready." Well, what are you're just in your menu? What are you doing? I'm changing my shader.
Gotta match my gun.
Gotta match the
Well,
event.
I'll say that. A lot of
There's
it's
like there's like 6 Well, now since the Black Armory, which I will say is something Bungie has done with Black Armory, is they actually created shaders that are
that
worth
tiger stripe
fucking taking a position, spot, an opening in your fucking inventory.
Yeah.
Can you please get rid of every blue, every
Shader
common,
ever?
rare, and uncommon shader? Just get the fuck just out. Don't create them. Only make 6 shit that's worth taking up a spot in my fucking
Or give me the
inventory.
option to not accept it and just take Glimmer for it.
Or get rid of the whole damn lot, dude. I need to
Just make it the,
massively,
like, collections thing.
Over 1,000 shaders. This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can delete them in what,
thousands of
10s
one
or
kind.
25s now, I think.
You can?
Yeah, if you go to Rahul.
No, it's in
Master
5s.
Rahul.
It's only in 5s.
Still only 5s? I thought they moved it up. Motherfuckers.
I wish these. It's only in 5s.
That's bullshit. Well,
Yeah, it's bullshit. It is.
I spent one afternoon where I was just like hanging out and I was waiting for someone to get on, and I wound up spending like 30 minutes deleting shaders.
Just
and
dude, I need a hard 30
all those
minutes.
like Avalon, whatever.
I need a hard 30, dude.
Oh man, it's brutal.
I need a hard 30.
If there's anything they can move to the app, it's that.
Dedicated.
If there's anything they can move to the app, it's the shit that's like, I want to do this while I don't have time to play the
How
game.
about giving me my
That's
own
what the app should be.
shader inventory that just is unlimited for the shaders? Because guess
Look,
what? That's what it needs. It needs to be
here's-
just a dumpster.
Destiny 3. If
Well,
you're
that's the
gonna
thing,
have
you
an
can
app,
sell the shit for like Glimmer and cash and Glimmer and
Do you know
that
how
should
much
be-
time that
I'm saying-
takes though? It's
Exactly.
not worth the
It's
glimmer.
not what you
I
want to
think
do
they
on
should
your
let you delete it the
PlayStation.
way you want it though. Like
No, they don't.
let
I have to delete
I'm saying, I
one
know.
or 5 at a time.
If they let you do it that way, I think it would be different.
And what I'm
But
saying is like,
it is a little banking system. You ever like
That's-
spend all your cash and be like, oh
Yeah, that's
shit.
how I get Bright Dust.
Yeah, see.
but that's the type of shit then that like, that's what an app should do. Is all that little
Tyler's
tedious
starting to pass
character
out.
crap.
He needs a beer.
That's what I want to see as a
I
Switch.
was like, hey, the chill zone was over.
That
Anyways.
is true. The show is almost over, and there are pork rinds on the table.
We
And
talked
you all
some
know what
heavy
that
Destiny today, but we had some big news this week.
means. Yeah. Talk to Big Destiny. We need to talk about all of these new games, and I think we're gonna do that next
All right,
week.
next week,
And the
big
week
focus.
after, because we got Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Nice.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yoshi's it's
Craft-
Yoshi's Craft
Craft
World. Yeah,
Yes,
so it's
after
gonna be
years.
something pretty cool.
Crackdown
The Woolly World,
3.
Is that out yet?
Woolly's World
Oh, yeah.
was cool. Yeah, Crackdown 3, first
Crackdown
week
3,
of February.
Finally.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh man.
Your
I will
boy
get on my
Terry
Xbox for
Crews.
that.
Your boy Terry Crews
Pumped
is
life back into that.
not in it per se, but he's fucking repping it hard, which is great.
That's because he was supposed to be the voice and they
Um,
fucked him.
I know.
They fucked him
Sekiro
good, and
Sa-
he's still
Shadows Die
pumping it.
Twice comes out
Soon, yes.
That's
oh my
a February
God,
release,
dude.
I believe.
Fucking
I
throw my
cannot
life away.
wait for another From Software game.
Oh my God.
Like that is going to be incredible.
Cut
and
my
it's such
life
a new.
into pieces.
Whew, let's talk that next week.
Gaming is
'cause
my last resort.
So much about that. What else we got? Metro Exodus. We got Metro Exodus coming out. We got Jump Force coming out. We got Anthem.
Oh my
How do you
God.
guys- hey, quick question. How do you guys feel about Jump Force?
Okay, but you guys, are you guys getting Anthem, and are you seriously gonna fucking play?
Mine's already paid off.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I'm not getting it. I'm getting it on PC.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys aren't playing video games with me.
I'm definitely going to play it on.
I will.
Like literally. I think I'm gone. I think I might be gone. I might not be console gaming.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If I had a little fancy
PlayStation
computer
or
to play
PC
on,
does it.
I would, but I don't.
It's hard. It's hard to do it. It's hard to even think about buying any game on a console now.
After that Destiny experience,
Dude, I mean,
every
to be so involved and literally has so much time and experience with a video game, to think that it's so top tier, and then
someone turned up the dimmer switch.
Yeah, it's the same fucking game, just to play it on a
Frame per
PC though.
second.
Oh my God, it's fucking
Have you
a
played
whole
Destiny at all?
another
played
experience.
Destiny on
Yeah,
the console, yeah.
He's
So, like,
ran,
yeah,
he's
so,
ran
like,
some Crucible matches
very
with us.
detailed graphics.
He's burned some fires in
Super
the Crucible.
upscale. Yeah.
Yeah,
But they have
so
a very
amazing.
full
And
environment.
And
so
I
it's
have
like
a low
great game.
end, and I have a low. Well, it used to be a high end. but it's like 2 generations, like a 2013 high end.
So Anthem's gonna look great.
So I run medium settings, which is like higher than console. at 60.
Battletoads, Xbox,
All
March.
I know
Boom.
is I'm getting it on PlayStation.
Well,
and Dutch is a sellout if he doesn't.
I'm gonna get it, but when you quit playing and I'm forced to buy it on PC, I'm gonna make sure that you remember that.
If I get, here's the thing: if I get it, it'll be my PlayStation game, like my
I'm not gonna
primary
stop
game for
playing
that
it,
period
dog.
of time. So
I'm playing it. I'm
Okay.
getting it, and I'm gonna play it. If you guys are gonna get on PlayStation, you're my squad. I'm gonna run with you.
I will.
But if I have to go get it on PC because in 3 or 4 months you guys aren't playing it anymore,
When you call out to me to play Destiny, I'm on Destiny for that. It'll be
I
the
know
same
Destiny.
with Anthem.
I'm Destiny.
So it'll. Here's
however,
the thing:
Destiny 3,
Destiny 2 will
unfortunately,
take a break.
Destiny
to
3,
Anthem.
unfortunately, will have to be on PC, even though it's gonna be on PlayStation
That's
5.
fair.
And
But-
it probably will be 60 frames per second.
All I'm saying is that Anthem
low.
will
Yeah, at
basically
least
replace
75.
Destiny for me
60 is
while
great.
I'm playing one of those
60
games.
is fucking amazing.
True. But 75 is ideal.
I don't invest in like multiple MMOs.
60
well.
is ideal.
True.
75 and 100, like 100 plus, is
Like
fucking
101.
just yeah. But you're talking about
Right.
$800 one item, just for the graphics card,
Yeah.
which I totally get, and someday. But I'm in like the I can
Going
shell out
off-
some hundreds
and
on
if-
it, but
Going-
8.
Going offer up and Jedi
yeah,
mind
I
trick
can't-
somebody.
I need you to do that too for me.
But
You
when
need
you
to
get
tell-
Yeah,
that big
I
on a
need- I'm telling
graphics
you right
card
now.
too, it's
What is
like
it?
I'll
you have to
write
make
you
sure
a
the
text
other
it
elements
to
of the
me.
computer meet that
I'll
first.
text you the info.
Yeah, text
text
me
you
and
what I
will
need.
Jedi mind trick.
Like the number of
Look,
people that build a
Jedi mind
computer
trick,
and
yeah.
their motherboard doesn't handle the capabilities of a graphics card, and the thing is just getting hot and inefficient.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
ton of bottlenecking
you gotta
going on.
you
when
gotta
build
build up elements first too.
it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, mine will be a direct conversion because it's all good for what I want for the wheelhouse I want. But for instance,
well,
yeah,
you
if
said
I
you
wanna
started
go,
with a dated
if I
but
wanted to
good
go-
system.
if
So
I wanted-
if you've got a high-end
well,
system
it's
from
only
years ago, it's
dated
easy
because
to
I
update
used
those
it.
parts.
Yeah, I've had it. I intentionally when you buy cards or computers,
When you
consoles. The
start
good
with
thing,
quality.
The good thing about consoles is that it basically protects you from future releases already built in to the console. You know that they're not going to go release another console in another year. They might release a slimmer one or a different look or a different
Division
model.
2?
But they're not going to release
March.
Oh my god.
PlayStation 5 within the next year, right?
Oh,
They know that it's like 8 years, right? That's 5 to 8 years is the general time.
Yeah.
Where computer is kind of the same. It's like every 2 years, the graphics card, maybe even less, the graphics cards come out. But like your graphics card from like 5 years ago, if you got the high-end one then, is still good as the middle tier. You know what I mean? So you're at middle settings, you're still better than console settings.
Yeah.
So if you purchase correctly, you can do the same thing. But a lot of times, if you purchase like, oh, hey, this is what I can afford right now, that card's probably going to be dated in the next year or two. But if you are like, okay, I can't afford this, but it is the one I should get. Usually when you make that decision and you get the one that you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't because it's more, that one actually protects you for like 3 to 4 years down the line. Now you're still playing top tier AAA titles with like a 5 to 6 year old graphics card.
Right, it's like insurance.
Yeah, so exactly. So like those cards are $800, but when there's like 8K gaming, that card will still be good. It
Yeah.
already says can support 8K.
Right.
Doesn't even fucking
Before
exist. Like, you know what I mean?
Or you can upgrade for
and
like
the card's
$100 or
$800. You know, the one graphics card $800.
Yeah.
But it's 20 or it's like 16 gigabytes.
You're buying quality for time.
Yeah, 500 and like whatever, bytes per second, like the memory processing, like it's just
like,
they're
does
ridiculous.
8K even matter at that point?
No,
I feel
but
like
it's
at that
saying
point
that
it's got to be like
but it's saying it can keep the pixels of like a 1080 fineness for 8 times it.
yeah.
So it can keep render that quality.
See, I think that'll play a role when you get into more VR. I think
That's
VR
what
is
it
where
is.
it's going to
Strictly
become
VR,
huge because
because you're
being
laying
able to like
those.
get a 3D detail.
We're
yeah, I
also
ate that.
layering
I've
the
eaten that
gem.
before. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
It's just layering.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
3D is just layering.
You got some?
I'm pretty sure I
Okay,
can tell you
well,
Oh, okay.
that's when we know it's time to end the
I'm
show
kinda hungry.
right there. I saw
Look
it.
at the wrist.
Hey, you don't
Look at
need
the
to show me. I saw it.
You can show that to the internet.
Oh my gosh.
It's all over it.
But anyways, yeah. So PC really, if you can afford it, it's the way to go.
I'm already knowing.
But
PC,
console, however,
Master Race, PC.
it does what it does. You spend the one time, you get it, you one-time fee, you get the in-home, easy to use, accessible, home entertainment center. You know, you don't got to do anything else.
Your girlfriend knows how to use it. She can access Netflix and do what she wants. And
If
can
you
do
let
what
her.
you want.
No, just
Yeah.
if you let her touch your fucking stuff.
Don't touch my shit. That's my shit.
She's got an Xbox 360.
Yeah. We gave her the old Xbox
We gave
in
her
the
the
garage.
PlayStation 1.
That's where actually I have to play.
There are
video
so many,
games.
like, on Reddit, there's so many, like, these couples posting on our gaming that's like, look at our living room, and it's like 2 TVs, 2 Xboxes.
That's what mine kind of looks
couch.
like.
That's,
Just give the girl the console and
that's
move
called
up
a
to
beautiful
PC.
future.
Yeah. But that's what I'm doing. I've made the jump. The biggest thing, though, why I didn't is I was not comfortable with mouse and keyboard at
I
all.
hate mouse and keyboard.
How,
still.
dude, okay, so what I did...
But you can use a controller.
Yeah.
So what it did it for me is the game Destiny. I'm passionate about the game. I love it. I love every aspect of it. I love it so much that I'll replay the campaign 5 times, which I have. 7 times. And which I did in the last 2 days. But my love and passion for that game allows me to sit there and go through the painstaking fucking hours and my fingers cramping and going into weird directions and feeling this why
tunnel.
my fucking
Have
shoulder
you bought a
is sore?
gaming mouse yet?
My shoulder is sore. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, I got
Because
a
of the
gaming mouse.
pinky.
Yeah, it's because of the pinky. Exactly. So I haven't
his
done
pinky
this.
ring
I haven't
killed too
done
many
this
people.
since I was like 15 years old,
Yeah.
where I really last played with Counter-Strike on a mouse and keyboard.
Counter-Strike, for
The
sure.
best
1.5,
gaming mouses I've
1.6.
seen are the ones where you can adjust the width of it with that little dial.
Yeah, I
so
don't
it'll,
have
like,
that.
The OG
it'll
mouse?
a lot of.
I have the Logitech,
Logitech
Proteus
I think-
502. It's like the best.
What's that
of
one?
the
What's
best on
that
the market.
computer brand?
said
Like,
LG.
if they got that green triangle shape, like snakes.
Yeah, it's
eating each
Razer.
other. Razer, yeah.
The Death Adder. is a
They
good
make
one.
some great mouse.
So yeah, so anyways, I got a gaming mouse and a gaming keyboard, which is probably my mistake on mine because I bought a nice one because I got a good deal on it. But they're super sensitive. Like you can just like hover over the button and it touches it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like way too sensitive. But that was the biggest thing keeping me out of the PC is that I didn't want to feel like I was a PC gamer using a controller. I could just game on my console if I was going to do that.
Yeah.
So I wanted the full experience. I wanted to use the mouse and keyboard. I couldn't find a game that was doing it for me while I had Destiny 2 on my console because I was like, oh, just fucking, I'm going to play Destiny 2. What am I doing?
And you're
But
so
then
finely tuned
I
to
got
that.
Destiny for free from, the Blizzard. They gave it away for free during that time. So I got it. And then I just spent the last 2 days. I beat the game. I ran through the whole campaign. It actually took me about an hour, about 45 minutes less time than on console just because of the loading screens.
Wow.
I go into everything's instant. Everything's instant. There's no loading this, loading that, or anything. I didn't even have to go back to the farm once until it made me go there to pick up the new quest for like the last 3 quests of the Red War.
So it didn't load you up for every other planet.
Yeah, I didn't have to because I was crushing it so bad and killing shit so fast that I was leveling up. I was level 20 before I finished the fucking campaign.
Crushed it.
Yeah. Usually I'd finish the campaign. Every time I played on PlayStation 4, I'd finish the campaign, and I'd still have to do 2 more levels or 1 more level in the Crucible. So the game's more efficient when you're playing on PC as well.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
It
So the
is,
rumors
no,
are true.
it's-
PC's Master Race, and y'all are going to be anchoring me to the console, so I need you motherfuckers to
We're
play
gonna
Anthem.
hold you back.
You need to play.
Yeah.
No, you're not holding me back.
I'm-
but I will play Anthem. I need my friends. I need my clan. So I will play Anthem.
The sleep
But
fighters
if you guys,
travel
yeah,
on.
but if you guys aren't gonna play, I need to know.
I'm
So-
still
Yeah,
playing
it's taken
Destiny. That's
over.
my answer.
Hey, don't
I
act
will
like
play
don't act like
Anthem.
you're falling asleep because of us, man.
Yeah.
You've been in there asleep the whole time, asshole. All right, we got people falling
Because
asleep.
he ran
We
out of dick jokes.
All right, we'll be back next Monday. We're going to be talking about all these new games lined up for the new year. We got the
Doesn't
late
matter.
January,
Battletoads.
February, March.
Battletoads, March. It's all that matters.
What that
I'm
guy
out.
said. Rocky, can we get
Oh.
something?
I'm better than you.
That's it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Peace out, man.